Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
WKGN 1340. Go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock on a glorious Football Friday afternoon. We are live today at Trailhead Beer Market, courtesy of our friends at Garage Beer. Does anybody recognize this guy sitting next to me? Sir, can I help you? Are you sure in the right place?
I just heard the beer's good here, so I just thought I'd stop and say hi.
Bob Baskerville's here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, incredible. Look, you've got your one-man cheering section as well.
I keep them around. That's
you bring him with you everywhere you go.
Course.
Wow, what a baller Bob Baskerville is. Shout out to Dylan and Amber, the first people to come out and see us today. They just came up just as we were going on the air. I was actually the first person today. This is becoming a theme. I was the last person at our last remote Lock Tire. They actually let me close up the store on Friday. First person here to Trailhead Beer Market, and I was just like, well, I guess I can do whatever I want now. So we got some more. There's second and third people showing up just in time here. Wow, I mean, look at this. All of a sudden, the drive goes on the air, and it's crawling with people now.
They heard I was in town.
Yes, everybody. They all come out to see Bob
true.
Baskerville.
Not true.
Well, I feel badly for Bear, who is stuck in the studio here this afternoon. Somebody had to take one for the team. Walker Smith decided Bob comes back, so now I get to leave on a Football Friday. But Ever the Trooper here will be back in the studio, greeting you as you call in this afternoon, 865-9435. Bear, everything all right?
Oh, going perfect. Shout out to Jackson and William and Brett and Allie on the playbook. They always help me out on Friday, make sure that we get off as close to the right time as we can. I do
need
want to
all those people.
I needed William because we had to update a graphic, and you don't want to hear about all that. There was some technical stuff. Couple of issues, but I do want to say that pulling off the not coming to work all week and then showing up for kind of like it's not even really like a work day because we're on remote. I mean, that's a bold move, Russ.
Crafty veteran move, some would say. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Who are you referring to?
I think he's referring to you, big boy.
I told you this on Wednesday. It's not like I've been out, sipping and partying. It was business. Had family responsibilities. We had college visits, and then just for nothing, I sat in an airport yesterday for 12 hours plus just to get back here.
Just to get back to the drive.
To you guys. And Bear, I'm sorry you're not here. Thank you for your service on the other end.
Thank you for your service. Like he's a war veteran or something.
I mean, it's well,
we appreciate Bear. We appreciate Bear. We appreciate our friends here with Garage Beer, Andy and the gang for setting us up down here today. We got a lot of cool things to give away. We got some fan run T-shirts. Come by and pick pick one of those up. Yeah, they're free. Come by and get some Fan Run swag. We've got a lot of garage beer stuff. We got koozies. We got sunglasses. We got stickers. We got the registration slips are blowing away. I'm going to put a pin on that. Some great engineering, West High School engineering right there. And we are going to be giving away tickets to the Tailgating for a Cause tailgate party at Circle Park tomorrow. You come get signed up for that really cool tailgate that they're having down there, and you'll have free food. They're going to have the TV set up so you can watch the ball games and all that good stuff. And then we're also giving away a garage beer prize pack. And there it is, Bob. You've got another one of these really cool retro tailgating chairs. You've got a Fan Run shirt. You've got garage beer hat, garage beer sunglasses, garage beer koozie, garage beer pint glasses. Four of them.
Nice. That chair is starting to get to me. I like them.
That would look good on my patio.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying.
Old school too.
Yeah. So come on out, grab a garage beer here at Trailhead Beer Market. We're at 1317 Island Home Avenue. We've got garage beer on tap, and we've got the 12 packs to go. We want to sell a bunch of those. So you come out to see us. Be sure to ask for a 12-pack of garage beer to go and get signed up for all these cool things that we're giving away. Very exciting.
Yes, absolutely.
We have our first beer spill of the afternoon.
And can I just,
won't be the last.
This is the other thing, too, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
I certainly don't want to make it sound like I was suffering this week, but it was super hot down in Florida. I mean, like, not unusually hot for this time of year. It doesn't feel right.
Unseasonably warm.
Cambodia-like, I would say.
Man.
And,
swampy.
Yeah. And so to come back to this just made me happy.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
And you look at the extended forecast, too. It's going to be like this for at least a week. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Best place in the world at this time of year.
Best place in the world. Best time of the year here. Fall in East Tennessee. Football weather. And, I do got to say, like, I love our fan base. We're going to get into this. I love this area, this time of Yukesville. It's great. I do think our fan base has a deserved reputation for being a little bit psychotic at times.
Yeah.
And I think a great illustration of that is we've got Arkansas coming in. We have lost 4 in a row to Arkansas. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how that's possible. 4 in a row to the Hogs. Have not beaten them since 2007. So we got this monster game coming up tomorrow. Everything that rides with that. It's Champions Weekend. Doug Dickey's back. All these important Vol legends and icons here. And what is the number one topic of conversation on Vol Twitter, on Vol internet message boards? The Savannah Bananas are coming to Neyland Stadium, and people have thoughts. People have strong opinions on this. Some people don't like it.
Same. I'm with them.
What?
I'm with them.
I thought you were a Savannah Banana enthusiast.
I thought it was kind of cool a couple of years ago. And now
my God.
It's, I don't know if you saw, I was particularly proud of this. I was like, last night I posted on X, I was like, are we sure we didn't mix this up with when Kentucky comes down and plays baseball against
that's good.
Tony V and the boys?
That's a good line.
I don't like it. Not in Neyland, man. I don't know why. It's like,
well, don't go. What does it hurt?
It's that whole commoditization of the venue. I've seen this. I grew up with this. This is what's going on in my hometown with the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Now they're doing Christmas light shows and other stuff.
I mean, it doesn't have a negative impact on football.
No, I know that. It's
not like they're going to have the diamond on the field next year.
It's a revered venue, in my opinion.
We can only play football there.
Yeah, I'd like that.
I don't know
what it's built for, man. It's not built for other sports. What do you do? Frisbee golf there or something? I mean, it's not built for that stuff.
I don't see what the big deal is, man. It's fun. It's the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. It's fun for baseball. Like it's brought new attention, new fans to the game. The kids like it. I will definitely go and take the kids down there. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not like, again. It's the circus. You get to go up there, have a snack, cold drink or something, watch a little banana ball, and then you go home and it's over.
Yeah, I wonder who'll win.
Wow. Just hate.
Well, I want to hear.
I thought Bear, you're taking his stick.
No, this is where Bear and I might be simpatico. Maybe, I don't know. Bear, your thoughts?
I mean, this is another thing, Bob, where before this era of college athletics, I would have probably burned it down with you. I mean, I'd be standing behind you with a mattress, book of matches, and a gallon of kerosene. But we're not in that era anymore, and now it's dollars and cents. We've got a huge venue that can handle these type of events and generate massive amounts of income for the university, and you got to do what you got to do. And they can protect the field. You know, they can do stuff to protect the field. I mean, there's a lot of stadium shows nowadays.
No, I'm not worried about the field.
I'm not either. I'm not.
And I don't know. I don't. Nothing's off the table for me anymore. If it means that we're going to have more money in the war chest, do it.
Not too loud.
Yeah,
part of me does kind of get where you're coming from though, Bob. I mean, it's hallowed ground for sure.
I just I think maybe what's happening for me is not just the event happening there. It's just another, what you said, Bear, and that's not incorrect at all. It's in this day and age, generating revenue. This every business does it right now. They have to figure out ways to create additional revenue streams, and that's okay. But again, as a guy who holds season tickets for certain sports and stuff, I just wonder at some point when the rub is going to come back towards the fan instead of, oh, by the way, we're raising your prices again, because that's going to keep happening, even with all this stuff.
Well, we'll get back into the economics of it all here in just a little bit. But guys, we got football tomorrow at Neyland Stadium. We're going to talk about it. Tennessee and Arkansas, a 4:15 p.m. kickoff at the hallowed grounds of Neyland Stadium. And before we get into it, we like to start this every Football Friday before a home game, before any game, any UT game, with a salute to our dear friend Roger Davis. It is Roger's keys to victory for tomorrow against Arkansas.
It's time for Roger's Keys to Victory, an exclusive feature on The Drive.
All right, Roger's keys to victory. I got 4 of them for you here, boys. You tell me what you think. Number 1, I think it's going to be a line of scrimmage game. If Tennessee has an advantage, it's going to be on the line. I know I said something similar about Mississippi State. I think Mississippi State and Arkansas are similar just in terms of talent. I think they've both got players on the outside that can compete with Tennessee. We should have a significant advantage is on the line of scrimmage. I think you're going to see David Sanders start tomorrow. I think we're going to get a little bit better, more physical on the offensive line, and you're going to see Jackson Moy and David Hobbs back on that defensive line with Dominic Bailey sliding back outside, more depth there. That is an area that if Tennessee is to win, I think we have to take advantage, Bob, in the trenches.
Yeah, seal off the edges too on defense, right? Just from the standpoint of you got Taylor Green, who's obviously effective as a runner. And I love the fact that we're getting closer and closer to full strength, particularly up front on defense. So I'm with you.
And Josh Heupel said lane integrity is the word he's using for lane integrity. Don't get out of your lane. Don't let Green get loose on you tomorrow. Number 2, win the turnover battle. You look at this Arkansas, this team, and you know, last year we had I know it wasn't a turnover, Ben, the Jordan Ross running into the punter late. Was it Boo not fielding the punt, or was it somebody else? The Squirrel not fielding the punt.
Yeah, late
in the game. We got to do that. Those are basically turnovers. You have this guy who's running his mouth, had a key turnover on the goal line against Memphis. I think that is going to be the critical stat. Win the turnover battle.
Yeah, and that's it feels like that's one that we come around to in every week on this, but it's that important is just, you said, kind of the even the faux turnovers, you know, just kind of the mistakes go up as a fumble or an interception, but some of the other things that we do.
Number 3, get off the field on third down. I was reading up about Taylon Green, and he's had a number of key third down conversions. He's a guy that'll get off script, throw off platform, or just tuck it and run. They do a really good job of converting. You get an opportunity to get off the field. And by the way, you could extend this to fourth down because I think Bob Petrino is going to have a why not attitude about it tomorrow. When you have an opportunity to get your defense off the field, you got to come through.
Look, they're one of the best in the country, right, on third down conversions, well over 50%. They also give more than that on the defensive side on third down, which is a good thing for us. But back to them. I just think that you're right, too. The Petrino factor that we've been talking about now for almost 2 weeks is this guy's got nothing to lose. It's going to be hard. I think as Arkansas fans, they'll be hard-pressed to say, why did he make that decision in a game tomorrow? Because I think he's going to roll the dice.
Yeah, absolutely. For Bear, this is your favorite. It's been all since we've broken it out. I figured we'd dust it off for this weekend.
Nice. I know what it is. I'm already writing it down.
Play a clean game.
Love it.
Clean it up, guys. We saw Mississippi State. You probably could have there's no reason that game should have gone to overtime when you look at it. And if we can clean it up offensively, no turnovers, no drops, keep the penalties to a dull roar, that kind of thing, I think Tennessee can win this game. Now, I'm going to pick Arkansas to cover here. I'll take the Vols to win, but I don't know if you heard the stat we gave out yesterday, Bob. Arkansas, since losing at Mississippi State without their starting quarterback in 2022, they've played about road games, never lost a game by more than one score on the road, which is a pretty remarkable stat when you consider they just fired their coach. I think it's going to be a one-score game. I think it's going to be close, but I'll take Tennessee. My score, 42. Big Orange. Yeah, I'm telling a late touchdown maybe to win it. I think this game is going to be closer than a lot of people think. You can give us your score on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/The Drive with Russell Smith. Give your score prediction there. You'll win fabulous gifts and prizes from Crown Cleaners, The Pizza Kitchen, and Fan Run Radio. Go like our Facebook page and put your score prediction in the thread so that you can win. We are live today. Trailhead Beer Market, 1317 Island Home Avenue. Very easy to get through. I came across the river, the James White Parkway. You make a right on Sevier Avenue. You make another right on Island Home. Can't miss it. Come on out, Warch, this afternoon. The vibes are immaculate. Come join us as we get rolling on a Football Friday edition of The Drive presented by Garage. Back with more right after this.
The Drive.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Fan Run is giving away a huge prize package.
That's a big box. What's in there?
You're going to want to find out.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
A winner will be drawn live on Halloween during Fan Run Friday at Calhoun's on the River.
To learn how you can earn entries, make sure you're tuning in daily to Fan Run Radio and following us across all of our social media platforms on Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok, and Instagram.
Are you a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal? Are you concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency? You know the Griffin Law Firm is your trusted ally in military legal matters. But did you know they also specialize in civilian federal employment law? If you're a federal employee facing workplace challenges like suspension or removal, if you're concerned about your security clearance with any federal agency, the DOE, FBI, FCC, or DOD, you might not know it, but you do have legal recourse. The Griffin Law Firm specializes in federal employment law, military law, and security defense law. VFL Marshall Griffin and his experienced team are ready to make your problem their problem, no matter which federal agency you work for. Don't face federal employment issues alone. Remember, remain silent, request counsel, call Griffin Law, 888-707-4282, online at griffinlawdefense.com.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Carter High School's Brody Sparks. The Hornets quarterback completed 14 of 17 passes for 223 yards and 2 touchdowns, and also had 7 carries for 51 yards and 3 more touchdowns in Carter's 49-6 win over Fulton last week. Carter High School's Brody Sparks, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated. They can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Put the game on, baby. Let's go, balls. When they open up that tee, I feel like running through a wall. Put the game on, baby. Been having weird draws.
Fan Run Radio. The drive continues live this afternoon from Trailhead Beer Market on the shores of the Tennessee River. Sono, I could see the shores from here. Coming out and join us, 1317 Island Home Avenue. We're presented by our good friends at Garage Beer. Come by, pick up a 12-pack to go. Have a pint here while you watch the show and relax outside on this beautiful fall afternoon. Now, we're giving away a lot of stuff. We got the shirts. We've got the Garage Beer prize pack we're giving away at the end of the show. We're also giving away a pair of passes to the Tailgate for a Cause tomorrow at Circle Park. And I guess, Bob, the question is the cause? Well,
Exactly.
From that, we're joined by, go ahead and slap the headset on there. I know it looks gross. It's not, I promise. We cleaned this off. It has an odd odor to it.
Yeah, no, we're good.
I actually think you're the first person to wear that headset in a while, so you're good. This is Matt McMillan. He's with Tailgate for a Cause. Matt, thanks for coming down here to Trailhead to chat with us a little bit. Great to meet you. Tell us a little bit about Tailgate for a Cause, what it is, what the cause is, and what we're doing tomorrow down at Circle Park.
Yeah. So Tailgate started about 11 years ago. Literally just tailgating, things we do on Saturday. So we kind of had a crazy idea that, hey, we can drink beer, eat food, tailgate, and raise a little money along the way. So we've supported all sorts of causes over the years. First Tee of Knoxville is our primary benefactor throughout the season. But through October, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So we're working with Breast Connect all month. So $15 from every pass sold in October is going to them. So that's both to our tailgate tomorrow and our next one on the 1st of November. So
shout out to Nina, right?
Yeah. Nina's been great.
Yep.
You like how Baskerville's on a first name basis with literally everyone in town.
Yeah, and all the good people.
I'm old. Yeah.
all the right people too.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we'll be in Circle Park doing our thing right next to the big old dinosaur at McClung Museum. Come on in, beer, food, drink, nice. TVs, the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Pop on out, go see the wall walk, come back, have another bite, another drink, then pop into the game.
So we're giving away passes to and even if you don't have tickets to the game, you still go and just soak up the vibes outside, enjoy some food, enjoy some drink. and then you can get out, go home and watch there, or watch right there in Circle Park.
Yeah. We stick around till halftime. You get all the sounds, plus bathroom, beer, foods, all sitting right next to you, and you already paid for it.
And a spectacular day. I mean, just like what we're seeing today. It's rinse and repeat. It'll be just like that tomorrow. It's going to be fabulous.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than when we get tailgate weather like this.
Yeah.
Do you guys have website, Facebook page, stuff like that people can go check out?
Yeah, come find us at tailgatingforacause.com or at tailgatingforacause. You'll see, obviously, we do the tailgates, and also we put on Knoxville Brewfest in June. So full slate of events throughout the year, and continuing to kind of add more in recent years as we've come back into the world, celebrating, getting together, drinking beer, and doing things for a good cause.
It's awesome, man. I just sit here and I think about, you're usually at a tailgate, you're drinking a lot, you're eating a lot, and sometimes you're like, oh, this is fun, but man, I got to take it easy. I'm going to go on a diet tomorrow or something. But now you can rationalize
a lot of healthy food at the tailgate for a cause, salads,
Yeah.
things like that. A lot of kale.
If you like lettuce with your tacos from Monterey, then you're good.
Yeah.
My point is, if you can rationalize, like, hey, but I'm contributing to a cause, right?
Yeah,
There you go. That's
when in Rome.
And forget having to exercise or something the next day. You've done your part.
You walk back to your car, you can burn those calories off.
You burn them there. You're going to be there doing it anyway. Save yourself a few bucks. Have a few charity beers, and get a win-win out of it. Again, it's kind of another way that we show our volunteer spirit here in Rocky Top on Saturday.
He's Matt McMillan, tailgateforacause.com. Look them up on Facebook as well. Support these guys. They do a lot of great work supporting First Tee here in town, and Breast Connect is the charity of the day for tomorrow.
For October, yeah. So $15 from every pass sold will go to them. Helps provide kits to women going through treatment and chemo and things like that. So, there's always more to care than just what the insurance company and the doctors give you. That's a brutal process, so it really does take a lot of community and other things to kind of help folks get through those tough parts in life.
Outstanding. Well, Matt, before I got to get your prediction on the game tomorrow. Some people are in our text box are getting on me a little bit because I said it's going to be a one-score game. I did pick Tennessee to win, but people want to see a bloodbath tomorrow on the field out there. I don't know that we're going to see it. What do you think we're going to see?
Oh, boy. We've kind of got the curse when it comes to interim coaches, knocking a quarterback out. I feel like we should be getting a big win with the Arkansas team we've seen this year, but get out. I'll be happy with a 2-score win.
Well, let me ask you this. What are your thoughts on the Savannah Bananas coming to Neyland Stadium?
I cannot wait, to be honest.
Oh, God.
They just seem interested in all these kind of fun things we do in Neyland. Just a fun way to use the stadium outside of 7 or 8 Saturdays a year.
All right, I'm getting overruled here.
A texter in the text box says, cue the porch music for Bob and Bear this afternoon. So, you guys are certainly not alone. Hey, Matt, great meeting you. Thank you so much for coming out here and for these passes as well. I know whoever wins these at 6 p.m. is going to be pretty stoked to come and party with you guys tomorrow.
Yep, it'll be a great time. We appreciate y'all having us on and letting us share a little bit about what we do.
Excellent. That's Matt McMillan, Tailgate for a Cause. You come down here while we're here at Trailhead Beer Market on Island Home Avenue, and as you get registered for everything that we're giving away here this afternoon, that's one of the things you'll be registered to win. So we're going to draw for a couple of prizes here towards the end of the show. Bob, Tennessee gets some good news on the baseball front today. Dylan Seward commits. He is the number 2 overall prospect in the class of 2027. A shortstop commits to Tony Vitello today on football eve. Number 2. Now, this is going to look great on the websites and for our recruiting rankings and everything. I don't know if we can really expect him to play here if he's the number 2 overall prospect. But
and the shortstop. It's like shortstops and pitchers are the ones that seem to have that fast track, right? If they're that highly regarded to getting a very high place in the MLB draft. So still love hearing we're getting that kind of talent to at least commit You know,
Hey, man.
if they're going to go to college, they're coming here.
All these guys commit somewhere. You might as well have them commit to you. He's not committing to Dave Van Horn. He's not committing to Tim Corbin. He's committing to Tony Vitello in Tennessee, and just kind of further underscores the, image of Tennessee being the it school.
Yeah.
Right now in college baseball.
Totally agree.
But Dylan Seward would like to go to the Savannah Bananas game.
Oh, come on. Come on, man.
Well, so that's the good news today. We would be remiss if we did not mention the passing of Sister Jean.
Yes.
Last night.
Yes.
106 years old. And I know I speak for all of us, and I do mean all of us here at Fan Run Radio when I say Godspeed, Sister Jean.
Yeah, I mean, I've struggled with this, not so much with Sister Jean, but more about kind of just life. I mean, I was going to say, man, I hope I could make it to 106. I don't know if I do at the end of the day. I want to live a nice full life, but man, 106, she was probably, her functionality was probably absolutely compromised here in the last few years. So I don't, that's a tough one, but yeah, rest in peace. Anybody who can make it to 106, they deserve a little bit of respect. I know we've got the whole bitterness of the Loyola game and all that stuff, but
I'll go to 106, man. I want to live for as long as humanly possible. You put me in a wheelchair, put the game on, baby, to quote Brandon Lay. Right there, give me a little ice cream or something. I'm a happy guy.
Just as long as you got somebody that's taking care of you, man. Make sure you're good to your kids.
That's what. Yeah, that is one of many reasons I try to be good to them.
Yes.
Remember,
I'll never
remember who took care of you growing up. You got to take care of me on my way out.
Yeah. What was that, Bear?
I said I wouldn't desert him. I'd take care of you, Russ.
There you go.
I have a feeling that's going to be the other way around, but. We'll make sure you're well taken care of as well. Everybody's going to be taken care of here this afternoon on the show. Open up the phone lines. 865-966-3435 is your phone number to get on the show today. If you want to call or text to the show, 865-966-3435, your number to get up with us here this afternoon. All right, Arkansas. Thank you, sir. Good to see you. Another satisfied customer.
Yeah.
Favorite Arkansas memories? We have lost 4 in a row to these guys. We haven't beaten them in 18 years. That is unbelievable. 4 in a row, and only played them, I guess, 4 times in 18 years, but we've lost all 4.
Yeah.
And we lead the all-time series, I want to say 13-7. So they've done all their damage here lately since they've gotten in the SEC. Obviously, everybody's going to point to 98 as the favorite Arkansas memory. That's hard to top. I mean, the conversation about is really about what's second on that list. I think a lot of people will go to, was it 2002, the 6 overtime game?
Yeah.
Really, this is why part of the reason I have my Adidas hang up is I just remember that game remember the thick orange stripe they had us in that year?
No.
It was you don't remember that? It was like a foot wide. It was awful.
On the pants.
Yeah, on the pants, yeah.
I do remember that. I think about the 98 game because I was there, and it's one of those where there were multiple times where I was getting ready to leave because if you recall, if you were there, the weather was miserable and the game was kind of not, it was like, for me, it was like, I don't know, I'm not sure this is worth sticking around for. It was a top 10 matchup, but at the same time, I was just like, I think I could get out of here. But then for some reason, I didn't. And I vividly remember being there when the Sterner fumble happened. I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing. What a game.
I have a lot of memories of that game as well. Just being that was my freshman year at UT. And I remember, it was such a rainy, yucky day. And I remember the team, running through the tee and everything. And because that was our first week at number 1.
Right.
and ever is in my lifetime. Maybe the first time we were number one since what, like the 1950s or something. I remember seeing Tennessee come out of the tunnel and thinking like, oh my God, I can't believe we're number one. And then we immediately started getting our tails kicked by Luke, the receiver. We just could not cover that day, and then the rest is history. But yeah, what a epic, legendary day at Neyland Stadium.
And I mean, you think back, it's easy now to look back on it, but I mean, without a doubt, that's where everything hinged for that national championship season. You know what I mean? It's like when you had you needed that kind of break to happen. And it did.
Yeah, and it was pretty smooth sailing after that, as I recall. I mean, you had I don't remember the last 2 or 3 games after that, but the game against Mississippi State in the SEC championship game where we did kind of fiddle around with them for a little bit, but just turned it on. I remember 2 long T. Martin touchdown passes at the end to kind of seal it up. But you're right. I mean, that Arkansas game was the hurdle, the one you had to survive and have a little luck.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, which is most championship teams do at some point.
Yep. I'm just sitting here looking at that. You're right. The Mississippi State game, Vanderbilt 41-0. I mean, you're right. It was after that. It was kind of wheels up. That's perfect. I also think when I think of the Arkansas games where they did beat us, and those are obviously not great memories, but I mean, I think of like Darren McFadden and I mean, all those guys. Who was the kickoff or the punt returner they had?
Joe Adams.
Oh my God.
I mean, that was a low point for sure, because I think that highlight was just everywhere. Not just that year, but for like 5 years.
Yeah.
And it was a nice return, but to me, that was more about us just being utterly incompetent.
Exactly.
Than Joe McAdams or Adams, whatever his name was, just being a great athlete. I mean, we were just, it was the Keystone Cops out there. We had guys running into each other, not giving effort. Just, you heard the Benny Hill theme in the background. And it was just kind of an encapsulation of I don't even remember if that was Dooley or Botch, but it doesn't matter. They were basically the same guy.
Yeah.
I also remember one other, and then we'll get a break and get some phone calls in here. The 2001, we played them, and down there, and there was a long weather delay. There was like a lightning delay, and it had just rained all day there, so the field was saturated. It was a mess, and it was like a 2 or 3 hour delay. I remember I was watching over at my friend Jimmy's house, and we were just hanging out, waiting forever for this game to start, and then it did, and because of the conditions, like we weren't throwing the ball for whatever reason, and I think Travis Stevens had like 38 carries in that game, which, I mean, imagine a running back having 38 carries, not named Derrick Henry these days, but and he wasn't a big back either. But that's one that sticks out to me from back. I think we won like 14-3 or something.
13-3. I was just looking at it.
Yeah,
I don't remember that, but
it was a low-scoring slobber knocker.
That was second game of the season. That was right after we had taken down Syracuse in Knoxville, which to this day was one of the hottest days of my being at the Game Live fandom. I'd taken my wife there because she was a Syracuse grad. I was being a good husband, and we had good seats, but we were in that lower level, and we were on the side where when you get out, you go through the corridors, and they can just be elbow to elbow, and it was so hot. I was just like, I just want to go home, man, because we were kicking Syracuse's ass. But yeah, Arkansas.
Was Dwight Freeney on that? I remember they had
he was.
That was after McNabb, but it was Freeney, and they had another really good defensive end, as I recall, on that team.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think, was Harrison still there then?
No, he was gone. He was playing with Peyton by then.
Yeah.
I don't. Harrison wasn't on the 98 team. Like he was.
No, he wasn't.
He was early. All right. Quick timeout. 865-966-3435. You want to call or text the show? Would love to hear from you today. We are live this afternoon at Trailhead Beer Market, 1317 Island Home Avenue, presented this afternoon by our friends at Garage Beer. American-owned, Tennessee brewed, 100% beer-flavored beer. Garage Beer, come have some with us. We got pints. We got 12 packs to go. this afternoon at Trailhead Beer Market. Back with more Fan Run Radio right after this.
The Drive. You're locked onto Fan Run Radio, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM, and online at fanrunradio.com.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Now through the end of the year, we're offering half-price whitening with a cleaning. That's right, half-price whitening with a routine teeth cleaning at Knoxville Smiles. Call today to set up your appointment. 865-539-1776. That's 865-539-1776. Or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Hi, I'm Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Whether you're upgrading, downsizing, or just need a change, it's never been more important to have experienced, trustworthy representation in the real estate process. So if you have any real estate questions, I'd love the opportunity to earn your trust. Call me anytime for a free chat, 865-742-1035, or find me online at bonowshouses.com. The Kregner Group, real estate the right way.
Back here on the Drive Fan Run Radio, live today at Trailhead Beer Market, 1317 Island Home Avenue. Hefty in the text box wants, was there a place to behind Trailhead? Yeah, kind of. There's a ramp. I mean, I don't know how far away from the river. I can see the river right now. Is it, what, 500 feet maybe? Brandon, one of the owners here, says that there's a dock back there. That's not what I said. That's not what you said. What did you say? You could give it a try. You said, we're Trailhead not responsible for whatever happens to your boat. There's a ramp. That's what you said. Yeah, there's a ramp. Okay, you come over here and give it a try this afternoon. You can drive. There's ample parking as you come out this afternoon. You can park across the street as well here at Trailhead. Brian says, I know I'm on an island, but I hate the 2002 game. Casey fractured his collarbone in that game, and it cost us Chris Leak because his brother peed down his leg again. Two games that come to mind other than 98 is 2000 when we put up 35 in the first quarter, and 2007 when the defense completely locked down McFadden, Felix Jones, and Peyton Hillis.
God, Peyton Hillis.
He was rugged.
Good. Somebody put the highlights of the 35-point outburst online. I'd forgotten how glorious that day was.
I was at that game too, and I've looked for this online and just cannot find a good video of it, but it happened kind of right in front of me. Mm-hmm. Travis Henry had about the nastiest stiff arm I think I've ever seen on a Arkansas defender who came up and tried to get it. And he just
very disrespectful.
He Derrick Henry'd him. Travis Henry Derrick Henry'd him. Yeah, the 0-2 game, Casey did fracture his collarbone and missed a couple of games, and I remember thinking, so it was Chris Leak, CJ Leak was the one we had, and Chris Leak was committed, and we go down there to Georgia and let CJ Leak, and I don't remember him choking. I just remember he was not good player. He looked like $1 million. He's a big, strong-looking dude, but he just couldn't move very well, couldn't throw very well.
Yeah.
And we ended up throwing James Banks in there, I believe, just his true freshman year, and just like let him run around.
Yeah.
I've got one that I'm surprised nobody's mentioned yet, guys. And that's
what's that?
We talked about it, I believe, yesterday, the Cotton Bowl with Chuck Webb.
Yeah. Yeah. Chuck Webb ran wild on Arkansas back when they were still in the old Southwest Conference down there in the Cotton Bowl in Dallas.
That was another one of those early, like, big games in the late 80s that, again, kind of set the tone for what was to come from Tennessee.
What year was the Cobweb tandem in full effect?
That was 89.
89.
Yeah.
And it was only for like 5 games.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Because Reggie got kicked off the team halfway through that season. You talk about good running back tandems, Reggie Cobb and Chuck Webb. And we've had a bunch of them, but those two were right up there for sure. Wow, Bob giving off Dr. Kevorkian vibes about living too long.
I'm just
saying.
I
mean, I wasn't going to say anything, Bob, but it was kind of dark.
Well, didn't mean to be dark. I'm just thinking, again, I'm thinking about when this happens, just make sure you got people to take care of you because you cannot function that well at 106. I wouldn't think.
Did not think we would have a Dr. Jack Kevorkian reference on the show. I mean, that's a little I hadn't thought about that guy in a long time.
I didn't basically say I'd like to die. I just was saying, I was just saying I don't think I'd want to live to 106. I got too many bones creaking now and not even near that age. So that's okay. I understand. We don't want to put it on a downer. We have football.
Yeah.
We also had in the text box, somebody supported my Savannah Bananas stance, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like I said, they're definitely, because I've seen this argument online a lot, starting last night, almost as soon as I saw the news, because my initial reaction is, that's neat. Cool. Yay. Stuff. Neyland Stadium and baseball. Like two things we all love going together. And just immediately it was like, oh, this sucks. I hate the Bananas. This is just, it's terrible for baseball. It's not Neyland Stadium. And I'm like, people just want to complain. I did not expect you to be one of them, Bob. I got to say, little disappointed.
Yeah, you can be disappointed.
Oh, man. Beautiful day out here on the porch as we get ready for a full slate of college football headed your way tomorrow. I'm looking forward to the Sheik. I've heard the advanced copy of the Cover Boys. Listen to it on my way over here today. And we like to end the show by just giving away money on Football Fridays, which is basically what John Hodge does. And so he's going to come on here, and I could tell you there are 3 right side picks for tomorrow. If you're a longtime listener of the show and you know Hodge's main theories, 2 of them are pretty obvious. So stay tuned, and Haji will perhaps bless us with a winner or 2 coming up in hour number 3.
I got one that I think is going to test him a little, unless it's part of his 5 or whatever. But there's been one that's got some shifting sands in terms of personnel and everything else. And it's a big matchup, so I want to see what he thinks of it.
Arizona State.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, poor Walker is going into that one with taking a olive fork to a knife fight. Sounds like, although I don't know who their backup quarterback is. We'll get into that one with Haji. I'm looking forward to the game nobody has talked about this week. I'm looking forward to seeing how South Carolina looks tomorrow night at LSU.
Mm.
And I think South Carolina can beat them, depending on, Lenora Sellers. He basically was about to single-handedly beat them last year until he got hurt.
There's a bunch of games like that this weekend, right? I mean, there's good matchups. Everybody's so down on Texas at this point. It's like, this would be a game Texas goes out and wins.
I'm kind of pulling for Arch.
Yeah.
He's getting it from all sides by the media this week. They're beating up on my guy.
Yeah.
I could see them winning that. And I'll tell you what, if I'm Texas A&M,
yeah,
I've got my head on a swivel with the Gators coming in tomorrow.
I agree. What do we think of Alabama, Missouri? I mean, that obviously tight spread, and Missouri it's in Como. Alabama showed us a lot last week. But I wouldn't be surprised if Missouri wins that. I don't think they will, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either. Alabama is going to be walking into a hornet's nest atmosphere out there. Missouri is going to be all kinds of fired up to play this game. They haven't played a big, marquee game like this yet, and they're feeling themselves a little bit, and they should. They've got a pretty good team there in Alabama. These are both teams that you've kind of been propping up this year, Bob. So I like both. I don't like both teams, but I think both teams are very good, and I think this is going to be a classic game.
I think that's the dilemma for us as fans. Who would we rather see lose? Would we rather see Alabama lose?
Yes.
Well, the only thing is, then the flip side of that is, then you got to endure more Eli Drinkwitz snarkiness and all that.
I'll
stuff.
put up with that for a wounded animal, Alabama. You've already seen some cracks in the foundation there after the first couple of games, and is that a ship that could fall apart? I would like to see them have in a little bit of disarray next week.
Yeah,
I'm not really concerned with what Eli Drinkwitz and the vibes are like around that program until we play them again. We got to take a quick timeout. Hour number 2 of the drive. I guess I got to cobble together a top 4 at 4. Work on that here as we get set to come back live today. Trailhead Beer Market presented by Garage Beer. Hour number 2 coming up.
The Drive.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, and so is Garage Beer. And this week we're out for both Friday afternoon at Trailhead Beer Market. Join Fan Run Radio for a special live broadcast of The Drive this Friday from 3 to 6 at Trailhead Beer Market in South Knoxville, presented by Garage Beer. We'll be giving away 4 passes to the Tailgating for a Cause tailgate party in Circle Park, complete with food, beverages, and TVs for early game watching. One lucky Fan Run listener will win the passes, plus a Garage Beer tailgate prize pack, including a retro tailgate folding chair, shirts, hats, koozies, sunglasses, and more. Registration begins at 3 p.m. with the drawing at 6 this Friday at Trailhead Beer Market, 1317 Island Home Avenue. Come get ready to roast the hogs on a football Friday at Trailhead Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer. American-owned, Tennessee-brewed, 100% beer-flavored beer.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Citizens National Bank.
We believe a good game plan is essential for success. With a CNB Plus Perks checking account, you'll save money with cell phone protection, roadside assistance, identity theft protection, and more. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Is that old tree in your yard starting to lean a little too much? Branches hanging over your roof? Don't wait until it's too late. Call ECR Total Landscapes today. At ECR Total Landscapes, we specialize in safe, professional tree removal, trimming, and storm damage cleanup. So if you've got trees that need to go, now is the time to give us a call. Plus, we're offering free stump grinding now through the end of the year when you use or mention promo code FANRUN. That's right, free stump grinding for FanRun Radio listeners. At ECR Total Landscapes, we live up to our name by offering total landscape services. In addition to tree cutting, we also offer a wide range of landscape installation services and custom monthly maintenance packages that create stunning outdoor spaces tailored to your vision. Give us a call today to schedule a free estimate at 865-384-2012 or just visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the Drive underway, Fan Run Radio, and time for the top 4 at 4. It's brought to you this afternoon. Garage Beer. Number 1, stage is set. Tennessee and Arkansas, 4:15 p.m. kick tomorrow. Bob, it'll be another Dave Hill, Fozzie Whitaker affair on the SEC network. We had good luck with them last time against Mississippi State. 1-0.
Yeah, it's
that's the only time we've ever had Fozzie Whitaker on the call, right?
Hey, don't let Fozzie Whitaker get hot on the call.
We're unbeaten with Fozzie.
Yeah, I'll take it. I like that time. Like I said, it's even a tad later than 3:30, so you can get a little head start watching some of those other games.
Tennessee enters this weekend's contest against the Razorbacks as the only team in the FBS averaging more than 50 points per game. We've scored over 40 in 5 straight games for the first time in program history. So people were wondering, has college football figured out Josh Heupel's offense? That was the question last. No, we just didn't have great quarterback play in the past 2 years. Right. They have not figured anything out. Number 2, good news for Tony Vitello on the recruiting trail today. Tennessee lands a commitment from the number 2 overall player in the class of 2027, Dylan Seward, a switch-hitting middle infielder from Norco, California, announcing his commitment to the Vols today. He's considered the second best player in the country for his class by both Perfect Game and Prep Baseball Report.
Just another one, man. Look, I think of it this way, too. We get all these big-name guys. We understand the reality. We're not going to get some of them. But even if we bat 500 on, 6 or 7 of these prospects, it's pretty good.
Well, yeah, this Ethan Moore kid, who's a true freshman, was a guy that a lot of people didn't think was going to make it to college. A lot of people thought he was just going to sign a pro contract and go play pro baseball. He's here, and he's going to be here for 3 years.
That's right.
So you never know. Oh, the Cookie Man is here, and he brought cookies.
Hell yeah.
Living up to his name.
Cookies and beer. It's
quite the combo. Number 3, college ball tonight. We've got a couple of interesting matchups, Bob. First of all, number 24, South Florida is at North Texas. And, we'll ask Haji about this one. I've got North Texas a 2.5-point favorite over a ranked opponent. That's usually an auto play for the Sheik.
Yeah, North Texas defeated, and this is a bit of a superiority in the American Athletic Conference play, because Memphis is up there too. I think the loser of this game is probably in trouble in terms of being in the running for that group of 5.
Yeah, kind of a not a play-in game, but maybe a play-out game.
Correct. That's a good one, though.
Yes. You've also got the Fighting Shianos of Rutgers traveling across the country to take on Washington. Yes, this is a Big Ten game. I'm going to try to tell somebody from 1988 that Rutgers at Washington is a Big Ten game. Here we are. Huskies laying 8.5 points tonight. You've got Fresno at Colorado State. Shout out to CG. Bulldogs 6.5-point favorite on the road there. A couple of good games. Nice little appetizers tonight.
I just wonder, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Washington tonight, just given all the chatter that was going around yesterday about Jed Fish maybe being interested or intrigued by the UCLA job. If I'm playing for that guy, it's like, hey, maybe he's talked to him and said, man, don't worry about any of that. That's not real. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe that's just Jed Fish's agent trying to extract a few more dollars out of Washington. Why on earth would anybody leave Washington, UCLA right now?
I don't, for sure.
Finally, number 4, Major League Baseball night. We've got a Game 5 winner-take-all series in the AL. Mariners, Tigers in Seattle. 8 o'clock first pitch on Fox. Detroit -20 on the money line tonight. They've got Tariq Skubal pitching for them. Mariners, the only team in Major League Baseball never to have made a World Series.
Is that right?
Yep. A lot of people think this should be the year. A terrific team, but they've got their work cut out for them going up against the best pitcher in baseball tonight. That is the top 4 at 4. It's brought to you by our friends at Garage Beer, 100% beer-flavored beer. Come on out and join us this afternoon as we broadcast live today from Trailhead Beer Market. We're at 1317 Island Home Avenue, the south side of the river, doing the thing here this afternoon. Presented by Garage Beer, are getting folks registered to win the Fan Run Box. And give that away 3 weeks from today.
Yeah, fill me in on what's transpired with the box this week. I've been away, and it seems there's a lot of talk about it, and there's people talking about, what's going to be in it. And
that's pretty much it.
I've seen the picture of it, and it's the packaging looks really fantastic. Top secret for sure. Like there could be a nuclear device in it or something. So
there's Bear. We've been speculating all week what could be in the box. Could a weapon be in the box?
No, surely not. I think they would have learned their lesson, in recent fan run history. No,
East Tennessee, man, they got like an AR-15 or a crossbow or something in there.
I mean, crossbow would be cool. Set up targets over there.
Yeah.
We got DR Ball here. He just let me know what he thinks it is, and I think you've heard. He's doing an homage to the Saturday Night Live skit with Timberlake and Sandberg.
No, he's already posted. Yeah, I saw that.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I don't know what's in there, but I'm going to go out on a limb and suggest that I know what's not in there, and I would hope.
I would imagine it's pretty cool stuff. I mean, this done in the past and given away, it's always kind of cool. Like, I'll look at it myself as somebody who's working here and I'm not eligible. I'm like, that's kind of badass, So,
maybe it'd be a Red Ryder BB gun in there.
But yeah, maybe that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
3 weeks from tonight, we're giving this bad boy away, and we're getting people registered. I know there's over. They told me over $4,000 worth of merchandise in it. So there's going to be something cool in there, probably a couple of cool things. So come by, get registered for that here at Trailhead today. We're also giving away a garage beer prize pack, another tailgate chair, some koozies, some pint glasses, some shirts, all that kind of cool stuff here today. And the Tailgate for a Cause passes for tomorrow at Circle Park. So a lot of cool stuff for giveaway here today at Trailhead. Come on out, see us, 1317 Island Home Avenue. 865-966-3435, your number to get on the show this afternoon. 865-966-3435, your phone number to call or text the drive on this glorious Football Friday here in East Tennessee. Magic Mike says, when are we going to start compiling a list of awesome things Bob hates?
Come on.
That's how it starts.
Well, I'm going to like everything else we talk about today. How's that?
It doesn't work, Bob. Doesn't work.
Spread the love. Moose says, enough of the Savannah Bananas hate. It's a fun new concept that old heads can't seem to wrap their minds around, that it's not baseball. All caps. Moose is very fired up about the Savannah Bananas.
Guess so.
Somebody else here says, I think it benefits us to have Alabama win and have some more weaknesses exposed for us rather than Alabama coming off a loss. Well, if they lose, wouldn't more weaknesses be exposed?
Right. I want to go back to that. Savannah Bananas.
Oh, my God.
And the old head.
Of course you do.
Well, they talk about the old heads. And what I'm struck by is, let me put out another concept. What if on the Vol Walk, just a new wrinkle on the Vol Walk, they have some, like, leading the team down, it's break dancers. How would that go? How do you think people would feel about that? It's fun. It's entertaining. I mean, what's different than what I'm saying about Savannah Bananas?
Well, you're not taking an existing tradition and adding some newfangled approach to it. You're just, it's something different. It's baseball in the spring.
Okay.
Here's what we're going to do, Bob. It's like, what? There's going to be 100,000 tickets for this thing. We're going to get some passes. You and I are going to go, and you are going to have a good time.
Well, I'll go.
Whether you like it or not, you're going to have a good time. Even if you don't like it, you're going to have a good time. Satisfaction guaranteed.
I am intrigued by how, seriously, I'm intrigued by how they're going to orient it on the field and all that stuff too.
There's going to be a short porch on one side of those, guaranteed.
Yeah.
We were talking about the Brooklyn Dodgers when they moved from Brooklyn to Los Angeles in the late 50s. They played in the LA Coliseum for 3 seasons while they were building Dodger Stadium in Chavez Ravine. And, it's a football field.
Yeah.
They had Major League Baseball for 3 years, played on a football field. And you can go back and look at the pictures. It's like 250 feet down the line to left. And I think they had a big net or fence but the pitchers did not enjoy pitching there. And I mean, you had some good ones. Sandy Koufax, Don Drysdale, I believe at that time pitching for the Dodgers. So that could not have helped their career statistics playing 3 years in a football stadium.
No. No, but I'll be interested to see how that all plays out, because that's it's gonna be creative for sure. So that part of it, I'm kind of intrigued by, to be honest.
And this is part of a whole tour that the Bananas announced yesterday, and they played. I know they played at Clemson.
Yes.
Last year, they played in the Carolina Panthers Stadium. They played in a lot of football stadiums before, so this is just a way to pack as many. They played at Nissan Stadium last summer in Nashville. And so this is just a way to pack as many people in and sell as many tickets as they can. They're cashing in on the popularity of it right now. But one thing that's got people of your persuasion upset is that apparently they're playing one of these games in Nebraska, in Lincoln, at Memorial Stadium, where the Nebraska Cornhuskers play in June during the College World Series, which is in Omaha.
Yeah, during the
up the road
opening weekend of College World Series. So yeah, that will be interesting. I view that as also, again, Nebraska maybe looking at it like, well, we're not going to be in the College World Series, so let's, they want to come here and play. Let's figure out a way to make some money.
I feel like Nebraska's had some good baseball teams.
They have.
They take it seriously.
They've won the Big Ten tournament a couple of times in the past couple of years, and so that qualifies them for the regionals. But they usually don't get past that.
All right, we'll take a quick break right here. When we continue, we've got Logan Quinton, the Cookie Man, is going to join us live here today at Trailhead Beer Market, courtesy of our friends at Garage Beer. Talk a little bit about the Friday night lights here as we enter the second half of the season, and the countdown to the playoffs is on. So stay tuned for that. A lot to get to. You're listening to The Drive. Fan Run Radio. Back with more right after this.
The Drive. Catch up with all things Fan Run by subscribing to our podcast feed. Like, rate, and download the show from the Fan Run app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Fan Run is giving away a huge prize package.
That's a big box. What's in there?
You're going to want to find out.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Give me the gun. A winner will be drawn live on Halloween during Fan Run Friday at Calhoun's on the River.
To learn how you can earn entries, make sure you're tuning in daily to Fan Run Radio and following us across all of our social media platforms on Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok, and Instagram.
Hey Knoxville, Surfside iced tea and vodka made with real brewed tea is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Dick's House of Sport at West Town Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, hit tracks batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Hi, I'm Jessica Lodgen, one of the hygienists here at Knoxville Smiles. If your children are having sleep or behavioral issues, we have things we can do in modern dentistry that can help not just with their dental health, but also their overall health. Early intervention is the key for younger patients and can avoid costly procedures later in life. If you'd like to learn more, give us a call here at the office and schedule an appointment. 865-539-1776. Or just book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at knoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
Back here on the drive, it's Fan Run Radio. Russell and Bob live at Trailhead. Bears back in the studio this afternoon, and we're joined by the proprietor, one of the proprietors of Trailhead Beer Market, Brendan Wright, with us here. Hey, happy Friday, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having us out again.
Yeah, it's great to have you back. You know, I think we're going to make this a thing in terms of we'd like to have you at least once for football season, once for basketball season, and once for baseball season. It's been a good omen. I think we've been winning when you guys come around. So, yeah, it's a good.
We'll take credit for the wins
it's good
here on Fan Run Radio.
Yeah.
And always a good place, man. Just love the vibes out here. It's just such a different kind of place, and things happen a little slower, a little quieter, a little more relaxed, a little more chill here at Trailhead.
We just had our 10-year anniversary. I don't think I could keep a baby alive for 10 years, but I could keep a bar alive for 10 years. And it was amazing. You know, we live music's huge out here. We do live music every Friday and Saturday night. We do Singo on Wednesdays and trivia on Thursdays. And outside of that, we have a completely rotating draft selection. So it doesn't matter. Come in, if you like beer, we'll have something for you no matter what. And obviously we're in like the most beautiful part of Knoxville, South Knoxville, just south of downtown. And it's the hot, hip place to be.
I was going to ask that question, Brendan, because it's my first time here and it's awesome. And I see looks like a lot of foot traffic, right? A lot of like neighborhood
Come as you
folks.
are. You can ride your bike. You can walk down here. You can take the bus, or you can drive, or you can actually take a plane. The airport's right now.
You can parachute in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's family friendly. There's always kids running around here. It's pet friendly. There's always dogs and stuff here. So again, like it's just it's a different kind of vibe here at Trailhead. So yeah, we always like coming down here. And live music tonight, live music tomorrow. Who's playing tonight?
Tonight we have the Mount Olive Social Club. It's kind of like a 7-piece rock blues kind of thing. And then tomorrow we have Robbie Hecht. I don't know if you remember him. He grew up in Riverbend back in the day, and he's a Nashville singer-songwriter. He's coming in tomorrow night. So as soon as the game's over tomorrow, we'll have Robbie up here. And then tonight, starting at 7 o'clock, we'll have the Mount Olive Social Club. They'll be amazing.
Now, you're an accomplished singer-songwriter yourself. Do you ever just take the stage and say, "Hey, this is my place, and I'm singing"?
Every once in a while.
Every once in a blue moon.
Rare. It's really when we have a cancellation. Maybe I'll come down and fill in for somebody else.
Brendan Wright from Garage Beer is here now. Tell me about this guy, Double A Andy Anderton with Garage Beer. I mean, you talk about a known knucklehead.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorites.
Fireplug, man, Fireplug. He'll get it done.
Absolutely, yeah. He's a man of many talents, and we got to thank him too for Garage Beer having us out here this afternoon. Always a pleasure to come out here and have a couple of beers with him.
Absolutely. Yep. Andy, cheers, brother.
Brendan, what else do we need to know about Garage Beer, about Trailhead? Anything else you guys got going on here? It's so great to be associated with you guys. I always love coming out.
It's just come down, come check it out. I promise you, if you see it once, you'll be back. And we're just happy to be here, happy to be part of the community.
Gatto Pellegroso. We forgot to mention
the food truck. Yeah,
the best dang cheeseburgers in town.
So we have a resident food truck is here all the time. So there's always food, and Jackson does an incredible job with that. The best smash burgers in town, and he's always doing something crazy. They do a Salmon Fest, and at the end of summer, he always goes up to Alaska, and he has his own property up there. They fish and bring back all this wild caught Alaskan salmon. Ooh. So he's always doing something really cool. It's definitely worth checking out. If you're hungry, there's always something for you to have here.
Elite burgers, Gato Pelagroso, the food truck here, and then it's just surrounded by picnic tables and stuff, so you can come out here and lounge with us outside. Just a beautiful time of year. Brendan, thanks again, my man. Always great to see you.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for coming down. We love what you guys do, and go Vols.
Absolutely. Hey, what are we going to take care of the Hogs? We lost 4 in a row to these guys.
You know, it's funny. I was actually thinking about riding my motorcycle down today, but I thought it was kind of a bad idea considering Petrino's going to be here.
Yeah,
that's
fair.
So
as long as you don't have a volleyball player on the back of it, you're good.
Well, hopefully I have a volleyball player on the back. Yeah, man. I think we're going to take it. I think it's going to be a close first half, and then we're going to run away in the second. That's how I'm feeling.
I'm kind of with you.
Yeah,
I really think I've been feeling that way. I think they can hang around for a little while, but I think we're in good shape overall.
I think the off weekend is not a great omen.
Yeah.
I think the fact that it's so weird that both teams had an off weekend. I mean, when has that ever happened in SEC scheduling? I've never seen that before. But yeah, man, that's a little concerning. You know, they got the extra hype. They're able to do some things maybe that we haven't seen on tape, but man, I think, we'll adjust in the first half and then we'll run with it in the second.
Have to be prepared for the unexpected.
That's right.
Tomorrow with Bobby Petrino. All right, Brendan Wright at Trailhead Beer Market. Thanks again for having us out.
Cheers. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, buddy.
We'll be here till 6 or until you guys decide to kick us out.
Beautiful.
Brendan Wright one more time here. We're going to bring in Logan Quinton, the Cookie Man, to talk a little high school football here in just a minute. The not a ton of games
for high school. Yeah, I noticed that too.
The schedule is a little bit light.
Kind of winding down, right?
Yeah, well, we're getting down to it. So a lot of teams are off, including Logan's Powell Panthers, which gives him the opportunity to come join us here live on location. What up, LQ?
What's going on, fellas?
Man, just hanging out, talking football.
By the river.
Yep.
It's nice. Beautiful day.
Great spot. Thanks for coming down to see it. Thanks for you brought the crumble cookies, I see.
Yes, stacked lineup again this week.
Yeah. Plenty of sugar over there. Okay. Yeah, can't wait to hear about it. Before we get into some of the high school ball, and now I realize why Westchester's here.
Yeah.
He wants to hear the what do you think? We were just talking to Brendan about the Arkansas game tomorrow. Bobby Petrino's back. Both teams on an off week. So much narrative coming into this one. Hard to believe that Tennessee has lost 4 in a row to Arkansas, has not beaten the Hogs since 2007.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
It is. That's a weird one. I heard you guys coming in, and obviously it's when you say that and put it in that context, it quite doesn't make sense. But I think that I'm not too worried. I think the Vols defense, there's a lot of meat left on the bone, in my opinion. I think that while they're not up to that standard we saw last year, I think that they can still make plays at opportune times, especially against an Arkansas team that, look, it's going to be tough to contain Taylor Green. But just like with the last game, Mississippi State, you gave up all those points, but, man, big-time players make those plays like we saw with the defensive scores. I think Tennessee's going to have a knack for that. I think that could be a difference again tomorrow.
Yeah, it's, they actually did up with Taylor Green. I went back and looked at the numbers. Yeah. And that was a good defense that we had last year. It was obviously taking a step back, but they kind of held him in check, which makes it, and actually end up knocking him out of the game, which makes it all the more Tennessee wasn't able to win ultimately. But we'll see if they can continue to hold him down tomorrow. All right, Logan, we were just saying that, not a ton of games, a lot of teams on an off week on the high school scene this week.
Yeah, the only Knox County public school team playing Carnes. They welcome in Morristown East. I expect the Beavers to pick up their 3rd win on the season. And other than that, when you talk about the area, Campbell County plays Sweetwater And then also, I think the game of the night for the area is probably Grace and Sevier County. I hope that one is going to be one that's won in the fourth quarter just because the slate is so lean. I expect some offense. Grace is known for their offense, putting up points. Sevier County, the same. The Hedrick kid at running back is phenomenal. And then Cooper Newman can sling it all over the field. Sevier County got pushed to the brink against Greenville. That was a fantastic game. Sevier County came away with it. How did they respond from that against a good Grace team?
Would you consider this to be kind of a real litmus test game for Grace, just given the fact that they've got 2 losses?
Yeah,
to
coming
your
off
point,
of 2 losses.
They've scored a bunch of points, but they've given up a bunch of points recently too.
Yes, it is. And also it'll be for other teams that have Sevier County coming ahead. Like past 2 weeks have been the toughest point for Sevier County. But what Grace can do and what Greenville did, the teams that could potentially play Sevier County down the road, particularly playoffs, a la PAL, some of those teams in 5A, can Grace push them enough to show their hand a little bit with what they want to do? Because this is by far their toughest 2 weeks of the season.
What do you think those Carnes parents, football parents who didn't get to take fall break, think about them being the only team playing this week?
They're there for the band.
I saw where the Beavers had Deshaun Bishop back. I think they were retiring his number or something last week.
Yeah, there was some kind of what was that on? Were they retiring his number?
I just saw that he was
honorary,
at the game. So,
I thought it was like an honorary.
Yeah, surely they will retire his number at some point, because not only just what he's doing right now at Tennessee, but like the numbers he put up there were just stupid.
Ridiculous. Yeah, and what he's turned into.
And he would have, and he was one of those guys that would carry the ball like 40 times a game.
Yeah, and I thought it was a good sign when things changed for him, when the coaching change took place at Coastal and with Chadwell, and that affected where he wanted to go. And he pretty much, from what I understand, lined everything up for Coastal. And when that news broke, him coming to Tennessee, I felt confident that he would put all the work in he would need to. But it's even like my expectations back then a couple of years ago. I mean, he's surpassed that and then some. So I'm excited to see what else he can do for the remainder of his Tennessee career.
Logan Quinton, brought to you by Crumble Cookies, joining us, the rare in-season, in-person appearance from the Cookie Man here this afternoon. Good to see you, man. Let's use this opportunity with it kind of being a break in the schedule. Who are the best teams that you've seen, the best players? Let's start with the teams collectively. Your Powell Panthers probably up there at the top. There have been some surprises. Yeah, I mean, there have been some pretty good teams here locally as well. Catholic has kind of struck back this year, one of their better teams in recent years. There's Maryville, Alcoa still doing their thing out there in Blount County.
Yeah. Impressed with Maryville. And while we're going to stick in 6A, Oak Ridge. Like they have a path to 9-1, and I did not expect that coming in. Jumping up to 6A and going back to the summer, and you expected teams like Farragut to be there. Obviously, the Bearden, all the departures that happened there, something they couldn't really control to a certain extent, some of those kids in the program there. But I did not think Oak Ridge would have the success that they've had to this point. And that's going to be a dynamite game at the end of the season, Week 10, Oak Ridge and Maryville. But from what I've seen with my own eyes, that Central Powell game was phenomenal. And I'm really bullish on the quarterbacks in 5A. I mentioned Cooper Newman for Sevier County. Deuce Rogers, who used to has been at Powell for 47 years. Caden Long at Central has been phenomenal for the Bobcats. Supreme athlete. And then William Blunt's got a good one. Amari Lethgo at Halls. I'm really impressed by some of the talent in 5A that I've seen. And then 4A, I'd be remiss if we don't mention, obviously, Alcoa. But that Gibbs victory over Anderson County.
Is that the upset of the season so far?
Yes. In my opinion, yes.
Well, good for Gibbs.
Who's been the biggest disappointment so far? Because we've
Don't-
talked
what,
about.
what are you looking at me for?
I'm not looking at you. No, I think some of the big names though have struggled this year. We've talked about this at the big school level, small school level. Webb's winless. I mean, there's a bunch of winless teams or very few wins.
Webb is one, but they were hamstrung by a roster number, just like Bearden was.
Yeah.
Did I hear they had a game where they dressed less than 30 recently?
Yes.
21 or something.
Just above 20 is what I heard.
That's tough.
And, Anderson County now, they're dealing with, J.D. Dillon got hurt at the beginning of the season. They've been without him. So that's a major factor. But if you're Anderson County, there's athletes all over that field, and they seem to be kind of scuffling right now. So maybe that's one. Other than that, the boys from 3,300, and I want to take it light because that's a unique situation that happened over the offseason. For people that want to give us some clicks on Fan Run from the summer content, you covered that really well. And I would point to that direction to kind of dig into some of the news surrounding that. But it's still a really good football team, and they've got some talent over there. So I'm anxious to see what West can do to close out the season.
Logan Quinton with us here this afternoon, live on location, Trailhead Beer Market. Logan, what the best players that you've seen? You mentioned all those quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Deuce Rogers being one of them. Who are the top players that we've seen so far here in the East Tennessee area?
Man,
the Anderson County running back who's
Jason
going
Thompson. Been bullish on him for a couple of years now. And just as I just mentioned a second ago how disappointing Anderson County has looked, but on the other side of the coin, Jason Thompson is a big-time player for them, and he's been phenomenal. That he's a hard guy to corral, and he busts plays every Friday night. So he's one that kind of takes it for me. And then Central, like I mentioned, Caden Long. I was so impressed. He came into the season with the label of like more so athlete than thrower, but he made big time throws that game against Powell, and they have phenomenal receivers as well. Central does.
What about the young? Speaking of Powell, defenseman Iverson Garcia is committed to South Florida. I've heard that he's actually visiting Tennessee tomorrow.
Yeah, and Tennessee has been in the mix pretty early. So has South Florida. From what I understand, he has a good relationship with Golish, but also look in your own back, and you got to do your due diligence when you've got the type of defense, the type of program that sits here right across the river. Ivo is a phenomenal person on top of being a great athlete. I mean, he's 6'3", 300 pounds, and I haven't looked in a week after I haven't looked at the week through stats after that Campbell County game. He only played one snap anyways, but going into that game, he was our leading tackler from.
Wow.
And we've got playmakers all over the defense. So gives you any indication to what he can do.
Best player to come out of Powell since Walter Nolan?
Possibly, yes.
Who was the running back had last year? It was just a bucking Bronco back there.
Well, we lost the whole running. We had a stable. Connor Wheeler was one. Fabi Niwa, and then Abu Kiefer. That we had the best, in my opinion,
the best names, for sure.
Running back group. But yet the 2023 class at Powell is one I will never forget. I don't think it can be replicated. That was Jordan Potts, along with Aiden Green, who is a starter for Virginia Tech. He's played really well for the Hokies. And then we had a slew of, Nolan wasn't – can't remember if Nolan was in that class or not, but there was a slew of athletes that we had and that were a part of that 21 championship run.
No doubt. Logan Quinton, the Cookie Man, his appearance brought to you as always by Crumble Cookies. I'm looking at the lineup today. I mean, we got, aside from the basic chocolate chip, which is always elite.
Yes.
You've got a lot of, shall we say, more involved cookies on the menu this weekend.
Yeah, we do. And I just got a text from the Cookie Boss, who has landed in Knoxville. He's made it in for the game. he wanted me to be sure to tell the folks about the Dubai chocolate brownie. I don't know if you remember this one over the summer at some point. It's been their best selling cookie they've ever had. That's coming back October 20th.
Dubai, like as in the city?
Yes,
yeah, Dubai chocolate's been like super hot.
Oh.
Yes, and it's coming back October 20th. But as far as this week, man, I've got you something, Russ. I know you like the chocolate, but you like the Biscoff as well, right?
Man, I love the Biscoff.
They've got the pie version.
You're speaking my language right now.
God.
That's when you say pie, like it looks more like a pie than a cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in a tin.
That's outstanding.
Yeah.
And also I stopped by our friends at Clinton Highway. Fletcher, Ethan took good care of us. The mystery cookies, which I love that factor that they brought that into the mix. At Clinton Highway, it's the brown sugar Pop-Tart. So that's an elite combination right there. And also the churro cookie. I can't fail to mention that when the churro cookie is definitely up there in the power rankings.
Wow. What's everybody else going to do after I eat all these?
I don't know, but what are you going to do? I mean, you're going to be in a sugar coma.
No kidding.
I'm going to have to
I'm
drag
just
you
glad
out
to
of here.
see you here, Bob. Has he been taking a victory lap for the Crest Cup already, or?
I mean, technically, there's 2.5 months left in the year, but I mean, my man's got a commanding lead.
He's minus 1,000 on DraftKings. I saw that earlier.
We haven't even hit Thanksgiving.
That's true. I mean, a lot of ground could be made up the last week of November, the last week of December.
Oh, no, I'm saying I'm going to be not around.
You're not going to be around. He's already putting in for that time off as well.
No,
Wow.
That's tough. Family scattered all around the country and all that stuff. But to be here, it's nice to have a break every once in a while. But it was busy, Logan. I was we were talking about high school. I got a senior doing college visits and all that stuff, which is cool time. It's exciting time.
Yeah.
So
taking the official visits, getting wined and dined, checking, discussing NIL packages with the collectives.
The only whining and dining is me and my wife taking our family to dinner. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. But I'm happy to be back. Definitely wanted to be back going into this weekend for sure.
Crumble Cookies, 3 locations, the original on Clinton Highway. They're out in Maryville, and they're in Turkey Creek on Parkside Drive. Go see them. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. What's next week? What's the big games coming up?
The Powell Panthers, they welcome Jefferson County. So looking forward to that. That's a 5A, 6A matchup. Catholic, man, that they schedule around. I mean, obviously, it's in that division. You're up against it just about every week. But to finish their season, they've got to play McCallie and Baylor 2 out of the last 3 weeks. So I'm anxious to see what they can do because they've risen above my expectations because they're so young, but the talent is raw and the ceiling is pretty high. I think they can do some damage before season's end. We'll see.
Is the Baylor game here at Catholic? Do you know?
I want to say the Baylor game's on the road and McCallie's at home. That could be reversed
because I'd love to. Everybody's talking.
One of them, I think one of them's at home.
There's so much hype about this David Gabriel George's kid out of Baylor.
That game last week was just, of course, I just saw the highlights because
knockdown, drag out.
I was actually able to get home. Our game was so quick. I was able to get home for like the last few minutes of the fourth quarter, but I missed the run. But that's just, man, what talent that they have year in and year out. But Gabriel, man, looks something different.
Holding offers from Tennessee, Alabama, Penn State, and Ohio State, amongst others. I mean, that's pretty much everybody, right?
Yeah.
Throw Georgia in there and you're all set.
That kid looks like a young Travis Henry.
Yeah.
He does. He's built different, moves different. And you're carrying and breaking away from like 3-4 McCallie defenders at a time. I mean, those are those are D1 athletes over there. So
well, it'll be an interesting run down the stretch here in October, and then we'll have the playoffs just right around the corner. Exciting times. All right, Logan, good stuff, my man. Always good to see you. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And I'll be hanging around and get to check out that garage beer.
Yeah.
Do it.
Come on and join us. We are at Trailhead Beer Market presented by our friends at Garage Beer. We've got it on tap. Come get yourself a 12-pack to go. Be sure to tell them you heard about it here on Fan Run Radio at 1317 Island Home Avenue on the south side here. So, no, surprised we haven't seen the mayor yet.
That's
Usually
true.
you come into his jurisdiction, he's going to, he's an important dignitary, though. He might have a budgeting or something this afternoon.
But, I mean, we are on the cusp of basketball season, too. So that's his jam.
And we have a basketball commitment watch.
Yes, 20 minutes away, supposedly. Should be a big one.
And I've heard we're getting this kid.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be awesome. Manny Green, 4-star out of Atlanta. His final 5 options are Auburn, Cal, Georgia Tech, South Florida, and Tennessee. So
it sounds like much like the other young Ralph Scott, is it? That we took another Georgia kid, much in the mold of Meshack and Amari Evans, who's a true freshman on this year's team, that Barnes think is going to be a foundational multi-year player that develops over the course of several seasons. So you got to see what Barnes is thinking. You got a couple of those guys, and then you add in Spurs on top of that. And if you have a chance to go after Nate Ament, then you raise the money and do what you got to do there.
Yeah.
Brett wanted to know about the baseball that we got today. And let's see if we talk the Cookie Man into coming back next segment and talk a little baseball. I know he's been over there a little bit this week. So we'll do that. If you want to chime in, 865-966-3435. Time out. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
For sports, this is Fan Run Radio.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com. That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
With over 60 years of experience in the industry, Merritt Garage Doors has a wealth of expertise in commercial overhead doors in the East Tennessee area. Merritt offers a wide range of door styles like sectionals, rolling steel, high speed, and sheet doors. They also supply and install a wide range of dock equipment. If your business is in need of overhead doors, no matter the type, look no further than Merritt Garage Door, Knoxville's best and most trusted overhead door company. Contact them anytime for a free estimate at 865-933-5319 or online at merrittgaragedoor.com.
Tired of waiting for the weekend or good weather to play around? From casual to committed, Back 9 Golf has got you covered. Open to the public and offering flexible membership opportunities, they offer 24/7 access to 5 different simulators, providing cutting-edge technology, instant swing feedback, fun mini games, and a wide variety of courses to choose from. Perfect for that solo round you want after work, or swing by with food and drinks for an afternoon with friends and family. No stressful tee times, no rain delays. It's Back 9 Golf your way. Book your tee time now at theback9golf.com.
Back here on the Drive, Fan Run Radio, coming to you live this afternoon at Trailhead Beer Market. Russell Smith, Bob Baskerville. Bear back in studio. We've got the Cookie Man's going to hang out here for another segment. We're going to get a call from Chris in here in just a second. Real quick, Logan, Brett from the Playbook wanted to know your thoughts on who commits to Tennessee today, the number 2 overall prospect in the nation. Baseball.
It's important to get these commitments, but I would put him in the same breath as Billy Carlson from this last cycle. Looking at him, and then another guy that can play on the left side, Hemingway, same type of deal. Now, Sushi is that's when you start talking to me about of landing a guy. But putting together another phenomenal class, and it really is important to get those commits when you're at this level, because we see you mentioned Schoolcraft, and if we're having a conversation last fall, which we probably about Tennessee baseball, and you're talking about Cam Appenzeller and Cruz Schoolcraft. If you were to ask me, what are the chances of landing one of those guys? I would say very low, 20%.
Yeah.
We got one of them. We got Schoolcraft was a hard bargain. I mean, he made things difficult but A.J. Preller from the Padres, he fit their profile, and Preller was able to, sign him and lock him up. But you land Cam Appenzeller. So when you're talking about those top 20, top 30 recruits, year before, William Schmidt backed out of the draft the day of the draft and signed with LSU. So it can happen, but when you're talking about Hemingway and Seward, shortstops that caliber, I don't see it, but it is important.
Yeah. All right. So we'll see if he makes it to camp. Now, have you been out there?
Yesterday. Yesterday. Yep.
Stadium's looking nice.
It is. It is. So I'm not a Star Wars guy. Like what does the Death Star evolve into? A cloud of dust? I didn't know if there's some segue we could.
So it started out. You know what is the big ball and the laser, and then Star Trek nerds are gonna hate me for butchering this, but then Luke Skywalker and his buddies blew it up at the end of the first movie. Spoiler alert! But not to be deterred, Darth Vader was nothing if not persistent, and he tried to rebuild it. And you remember the second Empire Strikes Back, like it's like half built. It looked all weird. It was like half the Death Star. That's why we started calling it that.
Yeah.
Because it looked like the stadium was half built last year. I don't know. Maybe I'm the nerd.
But no, they're touching up that the left side, the left field side.
Oh yeah, the steel is pretty. Like the shell of it is pretty much done.
Yeah, that's what it looks. So and they're also doing some more work on the right side beyond the bullpen and stuff. So it was great to get out there yesterday. I mean, the weather was about like it is today. And so just to see some of those guys, those new names and faces, that it was really good because I have not been able to do that to this point. I made sure to take a moment and run out there and see those guys. It's going to be another loaded team, and I'm just glad I don't have to make decisions for the bats in the lineup.
Every time I read an article about our baseball team, and you just see all these names of guys that should be started, and then you're like, well, there's only 9 spots.
Yeah.
And we've got, 16, 17 guys who really should be playing every day.
We've gone, in the past few years, we've gone to talking about how loaded the bats 9 through 12 look. And now the past couple of seasons, it's been like, what are the 12 or 16?
Yeah.
And the numbers, I took a pretty hard look at the numbers because we're dealing with that new roster number, right? You got to end the fall with 34, which I believe is December 1st. It's not as tight as I thought it would be. There's going to be some tough decisions, but there's a little bit of leeway because of medical guys. William Haas, pitcher, is going to be on medical red shirt. And then I think they're going to have a few designated student assistants, managers that you can designate there. So tiny bit of a cushion, but there's going to be a handful of guys that probably going to end up elsewhere by Christmas.
Let's get Chris in here. Chris, you're on the drive. You got myself, Bear, Bob, and the Cookie Man. What's going on, Chris?
I believe Chris dropped again.
Oh, we have been rendered Chrisless
again. Hold on.
Once again. You can call back Chris, 865-966-3435. So, yeah, I mean, trying to figure out who's going to hit, what your line batting order is, and then, like, the pitching rotation is the same thing. We've got 4 or 5 guys that are probably all expecting to be weekend starters, and there can only be 3.
Yeah, and I feel like I could be totally wrong on this, but I think the pitchers can kind of fall into place a little more securely than the bats, because the bats are just so you're going to have about 7 or 8 lefties. You're going to have a switch hitter and even more, and then they're all so good. So I think pitching might fall into place a little bit quicker than the bats.
Good problems to have for Tony Vitello. Let's try Chris again. Chris, you're on the drive. Fan Radio. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm here now.
Hey, what's up, man?
The basketball crew. Hey, good. Trilly Donovan and Jamie Shaw said he's ours, so you can mark that to the bank. That's kind of how you do it these days. 2 or 3 high school players, and then the rest in the portal. You know what they can do at the collegiate level.
And you got to get – and Barnes is so good at finding the right kind of kid from the right kind of family. That's not just going to – that's happened a couple of times still, but
yeah,
he's also the Mashaks and the Cade Phillipses and Estrella, obviously Ziegler, guys who are willing to stick it out and wait their turn and play for a long time. So it sounds like these two are, kind of in mold.
If Estrella and Phillips can stay healthy, man, our front court is nasty.
I've been seeing some of these practice reports from Shumpert for this week that he got to see, and man, I'm getting very excited about Estrella. I mean,
the buzz is building around.
What, Chris?
I mean, I'm ready for it to start, but everybody's worried about Tony Vitello taking the Giants job. I mean, come on, the guy's never coached a second MLB. Worst, he'd be hired as a bench coach. He's got to put in his time and effort, and he's just not going to do that. I mean, why would he?
Have you followed that much, Logan? Do you think Tony's a realistic candidate for any of these major league jobs?
Yeah, so I just talked to Dar about this, and I don't see it. I wouldn't say 0 chance just because nature and knowing Tony, and if he's passionate about something, he will attack it. But I just don't see it because when it comes to an MLB organization, as a coach, as a manager, there's so much that you don't have control of. And a lot of that depends on market. San Francisco is a medium market in the MLB, and the New York teams have flipped up the top when it comes to finances for what market you're in and how that game is played in the offseason. Then you have to factor in everything else, the brass of an organization when it comes to scouting directors and things like that. He has the keys to the city here.
Yeah.
And he calls his shots for the baseball program. I don't see him wanting to change that at this point.
Chris, we got a man phone call.
Hour
number 3 of the drive coming up on many of these fan-run affiliates. Logan, thank you again, my friend. We will be back. Hour number 3 of the show coming up next.
The Drive.
Revenge is a dish best served cold. And so is Garage Beer. And this week, we're out for both Friday afternoon at Trailhead Beer Market. Join Fan Run Radio for a special live broadcast of The Drive this Friday from 3 to 6 at Trailhead Beer Market in South Knoxville, presented by Garage Beer. We'll be giving away 4 passes to the Tailgating for a Cause tailgate party in Circle Park, complete with food, beverages, and TVs for early game watching. One lucky Fan Run listener will win the passes, plus a Garage Beer tailgate prize pack, including a retro tailgate folding chair, shirts, hats, koozies, sunglasses, and more. Registration begins at 3 p.m. with the drawing at 6 this Friday at Trailhead Beer Market, 1317 Island Home Avenue. Come get ready to roast the hogs on a football Friday at Trailhead Beer Market, presented by Garage Beer. American-owned, Tennessee-brewed, 100% beer-flavored beer.
Hi, I'm Bo Cregner with the Cregner Group at Realty Executives. You know, the real estate market, like all other markets impacted by the economy, is changing all the time. And it's never been more important to be personally represented by a trusted real estate specialist. I can't emphasize enough how important it is when selling or buying to be individually represented. Call me today for a free consultation. My number is 865-742-1035, and my website is bonowshouses.com.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Citizens National Bank.
We believe a good game plan is essential for success. With a CNB Plus Perks checking account, you'll save money with cell phone protection, roadside assistance, identity theft protection, and more. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC. Knoxville, get ready. The Big Sports Show is coming Saturday, November 8th at the World Exposition Hall. Meet your favorite sports stars, Hall of Famer Earl Campbell, baseball greats Wade Boggs, Dwight Gooden, and Jose Canseco, plus UT legends Shamika Holtzclaw, Carl Pickens, and many more. Autographs, photos, and memories you'll never forget, all in one huge day. Tickets on sale. Get yours now at bigsportshow.com. That's bigsportshow.com. The Big Sports Show, Saturday, November 8th, Knoxville. Don't miss it.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Friday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio. Congratulations, you have made it. The weekend is here. It's been a long week for some of us.
Got that right.
For others, not so much.
My day yesterday was the equivalent of a bad week, I got to tell you.
How long did you spend in the airport?
12 and a half hours.
Oh. That's brutal. I would have just gotten in the car and driven, I think.
I think the family tension would have been too much. We got in at about
too many angry people in a car.
Got in at about 1 a.m. Orchestrated a car drop off at the parking garage. Got home by 1:30. Rather forget it. It's over. I'm happy. I love being here.
Yes, this is the place to be. Trailhead Beer Market on Island Home Avenue. You still got plenty of time to come join us. We are presented by our friends at Garage Beer. Come have a pint. Get yourself a 12-pack to go. And they do have the QR code that we had at our last one of these, where you can get $4 back on your 12-pack. So be sure to spot AA in the orange Hawaiian shirt, and he will show you how to get those $4 back for you to make it a little bit more affordable.
I did it the last time.
Me too, yeah. I'll do it again this time.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. In the top 5 at 5, of course, the scene is set for Tennessee football, but it's basketball we're keeping our eye on right now. Number 1, class of 2026 forward Manny Green, set to announce his commitment any minute now. He's going to do it live on, CBS Sports College Basketball YouTube. Choosing between Auburn, Cal, Georgia Tech, South Florida, and Tennessee, and all the tea leaves are coming up orange right now, Bob.
Yes, that's what I'm hearing. They're now saying that it might run a little late, so it might be a few minutes later than we thought. But
these things never go off on time.
No, exactly. But, boy, I think it's going to be one of the shockers of all time if he doesn't commit to the Vols.
4-star prospect from Ellenwood, Georgia, longtime target of the Vols, visit here when Tennessee beat eventual national champion Florida on February 1st. Remember that game? We were without Ziegler, without who else were we missing that game?
Igor.
Yeah.
Milicic. And then Akpara got his second foul less than 2 minutes into the game. I mean, it did not look good.
And we breaks off.
It was amazing. I was there. I couldn't believe it, what I saw, because I was I was ready to hang it up walking in. I was like, man, we're beat the national champs.
Yeah, and kid liked what he saw, because it sounds like he's about to commit to Rick Barnes and the Volunteers. It was good news for Tony Vitello as well today. You just heard the Cookie Man. If you're just joining us, you didn't. Dylan Seward, the number 2 overall player in the class of 2027. Baseball commits to Tony Vitello in the Vols. He's a switch-hitting shortstop from Norco, California. And we've caught it several times now, Bob. The chances of the number 2 overall player in high school baseball making it to any college campus, slim and none. This is a guy who's going to probably be drafted pretty highly in the Major League Baseball draft next summer. But it's a win for Tony Vitello.
Yeah.
He gets his name. And keep in mind, part of the reason that Tony's being mentioned for all these jobs, he's on the draft coverage every year now. He's on TVs making contacts in the Major League Baseball world. And when this kid has his name show up in the first round of the draft, Tony's going to be able to talk about him and be on TV. And guess what? There's other high school baseball players, their families are going to see that. Yeah. What an advertisement for your program.
Yeah. Tony is like, hey, man, I'm either going to be talking to you and coaching you or talking about you at the draft. So let's get linked up. It's all good. I mean, it'd be great if he would stick around. But like I said earlier, the number of recruits he's getting, if he gets half of those, we're doing really well.
Number 3, a great weekend of college football kicks off tonight. There were the games last night. I was watching the baseball with Kennesaw State and Jerry Mack. They had a win last night, I believe. I don't know.
Yeah,
you were in your adventures in the airport, so you missed all that. I was watching the Phillies. Tough night for Philadelphia.
I saw the end of that as a Dodgers fan. Even I felt bad for the Phillies. That was tough.
Well, even as a Phillies hater, I felt bad for them, because I'm sitting there watching this game, waiting on the Cubs to start. I'm like, well, I'm not going to leave a game that's in extra innings, and it's like, really, we're going to end like that?
God, that poor kid. And then you see the replay and saw how easily he could have gotten the guy at first. I mean, he was only halfway up the baseline.
South Florida, 24th ranked Bulls at North Texas in the Mean Green, 7:30 tonight on ESPN2. Two teams that are in the college football playoff hunt. North Texas undefeated. Of course, we all know South Florida's story. They win their conference championships. They're in that mix along with Memphis.
Yeah.
To be the highest ranked group of 5 champion that would make the college football playoff.
That's going to be a fun game to watch. There's some good football going on in the American. It's not SEC level, of course, but there's some good teams.
Number 4, mentioned baseball. You've got a Game 5 winner take all tonight in the AL Divisional Series between Detroit and Seattle. 8 o'clock, first pitch. Fox has the telecast of that one. The winner will meet the Toronto Blue Jays in the American League Championship Series with the chance to go to the World Series.
I'm about to get to the point where it's around the division or the NLCS, the ALCS. That's when I dig in.
Yeah.
The postseason. I'm kind of casually watching right now, but
it's tough with all this football.
Exactly.
I found myself, I'm trying to get into the Cubs, and hey, that's a great series too. Well, Game 5 there tomorrow. Probably won't watch it because of football.
Yeah.
But I love having the baseball on in the background during the weeknights. Finally, number 5, you go to Independence, Missouri. Isn't that where Mark Twain's from? Independence, Missouri.
I think so. Yeah.
Well,
that sounds right.
They're also the home of Layla's Hair Museum.
Nice.
But they're closing their doors. Century-old wreaths made from human hair fill the walls of Layla's Hair Museum. Glass cases overflow with necklaces and watch bands woven from the locks of the dead. There are also tresses purported to come from past presidents, Hollywood legend Monroe, and even Jesus.
That's horrible.
Marilyn Monroe's hair on the wall. You wouldn't want to bask in the warm, glowing presence of a lock of Woodrow Wilson's hair?
I don't think so.
Here's this hair art collection in Kansas City of Independence has attracted an eclectic group of gawkers that included the likes of heavy metal legend Ozzy Osbourne. You see, there's Ozzy and Sharon at the Hair Museum. Oh, I know. It's Independence. That's where the Jason Brown's Last Chance U season was filmed, right? It wasn't that Independence community?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Knew it rang a bell somewhere in there.
Here we go.
The museum's namesake, Layla Cohoon, died last November at age 92, and her granddaughter, Lindsay Evans, I guess they're going to be sending out more than 3,000 pieces of artifacts to museums across the country, in the Met and the Smithsonian. So you can still go see it. Don't worry, they're not just going to put Jesus's hair in a trunk somewhere. You can still go see it. Is the top 5 at 5. It's brought to you by Garage Beer, presenting the Drive live and in living color this afternoon here at Trailhead Beer Market, where the vibes are absolutely immaculate on this Football Friday. We'll be opening up the Gato Pelagroso food truck any minute now. I keep looking over there.
Things are going well, man. Manny Green just announced it.
It's a final now. Tennessee picks up a basketball commitment, 4-star power forward Manny Green, making it official, another top 100 prospect for Rick Barnes, and stuff has just kind of become commonplace, isn't it?
It's amazing. 6'6". He loves these 6'6", 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" guys. It served him well. I don't want to.
Can he shoot? That's my question. Can these guys shoot?
Yeah, I don't know. He's a pretty put together kid though already. So imagine him getting into that training regiment with Mendenwald, and it's going to be that's another good one, man. I'm telling you, man, Barnes is like better than ever right now. I mean,
he's in his prime.
No kidding. He'll live to 106.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Well, I did have that thought in reading about this kid. It's like, he must think Rick Barnes is going to be here for a minute.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't sound like the one and done type. So He's in his senior season of high school basketball. So he's obviously thinking Barnes is going to be here for at least 2 more seasons and probably 3 or 4 because, again, he's not a one-and-done guy.
That's right.
So you're thinking that, hey, this guy's going to be my coach. And, I look at Barnes, and I don't really see any difference when you're just looking at the guy. He looks the same as he did 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah. No, he's aged well, and he just stays active. And, it's really getting excited about basketball. It's hard to believe, man, that 2 weeks from Sunday is that exhibition.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Sneaking up on us for sure.
No doubt.
The Drive, final hour, live this afternoon here at Trailhead Beer Market. We'll go open lines. If you want to jump in, now's a great time to take a shot. 865-966-3435. Your number to get on board, 966-3435. And if everybody continues to be on their best behavior, we'll have the Sheik stopping by here in about 10 minutes, hopefully blessing us with a couple of winners. Do you have a pick you're excited about this weekend?
For this weekend, I do think we were talking about it earlier. I am very, very intrigued by the line, if it'll move much. I don't know if it has in the last couple hours, but this Arizona State-Utah game, I think it was Utah minus 6.5.
It was 5.5 yesterday.
Yeah.
It was 6.5 this morning. I went ahead and took it.
Yeah.
Because Walker's boy, Sam Levitt, I believe, has been ruled out.
Yeah, as I think Levitt put it, it'll take a minor miracle for him to play. So I'd say he's probably out.
Yeah, so that line will probably continue to go up in favor of the Utes.
Yeah.
We'll check with Haji and see if he can give us a right side or two. Of course, you got the Cover Boys, the full edition, coming up tonight at 8 p.m. on many of these fan-run affiliates. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Really interested to see if there are any winners in this SEC slate as well. Our line has come down a little bit.
I know. I saw that. Did you see the preliminary line for, well, it's been out for a while, but now it's a little more up to date, the Alabama game next week?
I did. I saw a thing on RTI.
Yeah.
Was it 9.5?
Minus 9.5 to Bama. I took that. I like that. I took
Tennessee?
The balls. Yes.
Cover?
I'm sorry. I took plus 9.5.
Well, Heupel is 2-2.
Yeah.
Against those guys, and in both of the losses down there, we played pretty well. I feel like 2021 we went down there, and that was the game Hooker got busted in the mouth, and it looked like they were going to run us out of the building, but we hit a couple big ones to Peyton and Tillman, I think. We were able to kind of hang around and make it respectable. And then, of course, 2023, we went down there with Milton and those guys and jumped right on them.
Yeah.
It was very surprising, and then we fell apart in the second half.
That one was so – that –
Still sticks in your craw?
Well, you just talk about the range of emotions in that game, how good it felt early in the game. And by the time we were getting to halftime, we were like, we needed to convert more than we have. But we're okay. We're okay. And then the second half, totally different story.
I'll worry about one tomorrow or, tomorrow after the game.
Yeah.
Time to lock in on the Hogs. We owe these guys.
Yes, we do. That's why I feel like all indicators. Yeah, I talked Wednesday, Russ. We talked about defensively what Arkansas has been doing the last 3 games. And it was mentioned today that all those games that were lost except Notre Dame have been by essentially a touchdown or less, but defensively, and you guys might have talked about this with Andrew Elliday, defensively, they're in the bottom 5 nationally over the last 3 games. They're, I know they've got a new coach and I know there's a new scheme and a new DC and all this other stuff. I just don't think you can turn, even during a bye week, I don't think you turn the corner that quickly. Now, I say all that, and we saw what UCLA did last week against Penn State. I mean, offensively, they turned the corner very quickly, but I still feel like all the indicators are in our favor. We owe them. There's the payback notion. We're playing pretty well. They're in a little bit of flux. I haven't changed my position as we get closer.
Listener Buck Wild on Twitter says his favorite memory of the Arkansas series was Butch playing third down for what as Arkansas was running out the clock in 2015. I do remember that one. I don't. In fairness to Butch, I don't think he was actually hitting the play button himself. Like I don't think he was DJing.
He was motioning up to the box.
I do remember that one, though, that they were running on the clock and it got to third down. They took a knee. They took a knee on second down, and then they fired up third down for what is they're getting ready to take a knee to run out the rest of the clock.
Yes.
If that doesn't encapsulate the Butch Jones era, I don't know what else would.
Sure does. Speaking of taking a knee, I wasn't around, so we didn't get a chance to talk about it. And of course, they lost the game. But did you see Pavia during pregame warmups last week practice taking a knee?
Yeah. Now, do they always do that? I mean, I could see that something is like that's part of our routine.
Maybe.
And it's not just for Alabama. It's not sending a message that we expect to be doing this. But maybe it's something that we do. We send a message we expect to be doing this every game. It's just part of our pregame warm-up.
Maybe.
Certainly could have been taken some kind of way by Alabama.
Well, the fact anything Diego Pavia does, people have eyes on, right? That's part of it. So I think maybe that's the case.
Yeah.
Like if Joey was doing it, I'm not sure people would be like, hey, did you just see it? It's like between the SEC documentary on Netflix and just the way he's talked all season, his bravado, I think anything Pavia does gets magnified.
Yeah. Well, when's their next big one?
Who, Vandy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do they play? They have a bunch of tough ones coming up. I know they host LSU coming up, and obviously they come here.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, I don't think.
You think they play Missouri?
Yeah, they're on a bye this week. Next week, LSU comes to Nashville. Following week.
You talk about things where the wheels could come off the bus.
Yeah.
I'm watching LSU, man. Those people, if they lose to Vanderbilt in Nashville, those people will go ballistic on Brian Kelly.
Wow. Nice. Yeah. Next week, LSU comes to Vanderbilt. The following week, Missouri comes to Vanderbilt. The following week, Vanderbilt goes to Austin. So this is a very, very telling 3-week stretch for the Commodores.
Westchester just handed me a note. Do you read Westchester? Is this Braille? What am I supposed to touch that? Good grief. That is the worst handwriting I've ever seen, man.
Hosting. Yeah. No,
hosting?
I got it.
I thought hasting?
I got it. Yeah, I can read it.
Okay. And he wants us to give this to the Sheik.
Okay.
You want the Sheik to take your picks. Oh, you want him to know what he thinks about those? Okay. We'll ask him for you. Stay with us. We'll go out to the desert when we continue. You're listening to The Drive on Fan Run Radio. Back with more right after this.
The Drive. 105.7 FM, 1340 AM.
Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app.
This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Bankruptcy, divorce, personal injury. These are just some of the curveballs life can throw at you. Fortunately, East Tennessee has someone to help you work through these problems and recover. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. If you're in need of legal advice, call today to set up a free, no-obligation consultation. 865-801-9250. As always, the phone call is free, the advice is free, so what do you have to lose? Call 865-801-9250 or go online to jrglawtn.com That's jrglawtn.com. The law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Legal expertise you can rely on.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Carter High School's Brody Sparks. The Hornets quarterback completed 14 of 17 passes for 223 yards and 2 touchdowns, and also had 7 carries for 51 yards and 3 more touchdowns in Carter's 49-6 win over Fulton last week. Carter High School's Brody Sparks, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated. They can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Ball fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Friday Night Lights are back, and that means so is the SM Athletics Friday Night Scoreboard Show. Join me, Tim Hill, a.k.a. Vols Tim 85, and my crew every Friday night starting at 9:30 p.m. Live action, live calls, and all of the biggest talking points in East Tennessee high school football. It's the Friday Night Scoreboard Show presented by SM Athletics right here on Fan Run Radio, 1340 a.m., the free Fan Run app, and streaming live on YouTube on Fan Run TV.
Back here on the drive, Fan Run Radio. Slim Bob with you. Bears back in the studio. Shout out to the great Benny Smith coming out here. WDVX, local radio icon, and a Colts fan as well. You got another Colts fan in the house. He goes back to, he said 1970. They beat the Cowboys in Super Bowl. What was that?
Johnny U.
The 3 was the Chiefs, right? So it would have been 4 or 5.
I liked him when I was a little kid because I liked the helmet. Just loved the helmet. And then they moved to Indy, which is my hometown, and it was over. Love it. 2 Colts fans right here, Russ.
Saw my old friend Mark Love here. Grew up in the neighborhood from, we knew each other when we were like 5 years old.
Yeah. Mark used to pitch to my son in Little League.
Oh, he's a heck of an athlete.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just talking to him as well. It's good. It's good to see all these people.
Yeah.
Big turnout. Man.
It's such a neighborhood feel, man.
Yeah.
So much fun. Thanks to everybody who come out this afternoon. Let's get to the business end of it. We like to do this in the third hour, the 5 o'clock hour, every football Friday. We like to just give away money. Make you money. That's what we do here on Fan Run. John Hodge, a.k.a. The Sheik, host of the Cover Boys, joining us. What's up, Haji?
No pressure. Hey, guys, how are you? Don't forget the black hot dog, Bob.
There's no pressure, man. I mean, it's automatic. And speaking of automatic, there are a couple of automatic plays this week out there. It's interesting. I go through these lines, and let's start before we get to the Vols here, Haji, and I want your thoughts on if there's anything playable this weekend. Let's start tonight. We were talking about this North Texas, South Florida game, and one of the things you've taught us here is you always take the unranked favorite over a ranked opponent. Now, North Texas is unranked, undefeated, but they're 2.5-point favorites at home over 24th ranked South Florida. Does that apply in this? I mean, it's 24. That's kind of pushing it, right, Haji?
Yeah, it's pretty close when you got a 24th ranked, almost unranked, right? North Texas, probably, if they win this game, they might be ranked. They're off a bye. That's a little bit of a worrisome when you're 5-0 cruising into your bye, then you have to take a week off. It's hard to get that momentum back. We talk about that a lot. The number is switched sides. USF was getting money. Now it's back up to 2.5. I see a 3 on the board already. So I'm probably going to stay off it. Let's see. Mean Green, they are averaging 43.5 points per game. I think that's 6th in the nation. Their quarterback has a rating of 158. Drew Mestamaker, he's 27. 11 TDs, no picks, but only 2 TDs in their last 2 games. And Byron Brown's 52nd in their ratings. USF averaging 29.5 points. They played a tougher schedule too, obviously. And, our boy Golish broke our hearts last Friday night on that Charlotte game. So he'll do anything he can to cover, I guess. So it's going to be, and you mentioned it's a playoff elimination game for the G5 group. So loser here is out, if South Florida even hanging by a thread, obviously.
This is what you bring the Sheik in here, Bob, and you've got a full week. We've got Mizzou, Alabama. We've got Tennessee playing Arkansas. We've got Texas A&M and Florida. Auburn, Georgia, this old South, deep South, oldest rivalry, whatever they call that thing on there. And we're gonna spend some time breaking down South Florida and North Texas. You better believe.
Well, that's it. It's the deep cuts, man. Right, Haji? And those are the places you can make some money, though, right?
Well, you asked me, and I'm not saying I don't know where to go with this one. So I'm going to wait until live. I think if I can get plus points on both sides, maybe. It should be a high-scoring game, total 66.5. So very, very high-scoring game potentially. I think I would lean toward Colorado State tonight, and that would be the only one. Rutgers has the worst defense in the country. Washington should be good tonight, but I'm not sure where I'm going with that yet. But
one that I've talked
to tomorrow. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. One that I've talked about today that I wanted to get your take on, and I've just seen I was curious what was going to happen to the line movement on it, and that was the Arizona State-Utah game, because I think Utah originally was a 5.5-point favorite. That jumped up to -6.5, and then Sam Levitt is out there saying, I think it's going to take a minor miracle for me to play this weekend. And so lo and behold, now it's 9.5. Utah -9.5. Is that one? Do you think that, obviously that's Arizona State's quarterback, but that much movement, do you think that's a play to maybe kind of stick with Arizona State?
Well, the problem is Utah is actually a right side for us at -5.5 when we recorded on Wednesday. And they were the ranked team, the unranked team overranked Arizona State. So that's why they found their way in there. And it was actually Kenny Dillingham that said it would take a tiny miracle for him to play, but they didn't say what the injury was. They said he got hurt against TCU, but he finished out the game. They finished out that win. And he practiced fully on Wednesday. And then last night, I guess, he came out and said it'll be a miracle if he plays. So I don't know if he's playing games or what, but I would think if he comes out there and Levitt comes out there and on the field, I think that'll probably fire Utah up even more. So, they got embarrassed there on their home field last time by Texas Tech. Then they bounced back and beat West Virginia on the road by 34, and then they had a week off. So they've got plenty of excitement. It's going to be a night game, Salt Lake City, tough place to play. We like Utah. I don't know about this 9.5. I wouldn't recommend laying 9.5 with them. It's not a situation where I want to try to middle it and take ASU yet. Anyway,
yeah,
that's a big number. Yeah,
I've got 8.5 right now on FanDuel, playable there.
I
What's
like
it
that
playable
better,
to?
certainly.
You like that better? Yeah, 5.5.
Yeah,
Sounds
no,
pretty good.
if it goes to, yeah, and it has popped up to 9.5 on it looks like 4 books. So I think everybody's just taking that news and running with it. So I'll be interested to see if there's some buyback tomorrow. Seeing that it's a late game, there's plenty of time to see some movement. I did look into ASU's backup quarterback. It's Jeff Sims. I don't know if you remember him playing for Nebraska a couple of years ago.
He was at Georgia Tech prior to that, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. As a freshman at Georgia Tech, he actually threw for 1,800 yards and 18 touchdowns in 10 games, but his production went down at Nebraska, and he hadn't been much of a factor since he's been in Tempe. So all the momentum with Utah.
Yeah.
Well, there you have one of them. Utah minus 5.5. We're going to keep an eye on that one.
Yep.
Haji, what else do you like this weekend?
Good on you for betting that early, Russell.
Well, that's what you get when you're part of the gambling group and you get access to the advanced copy of the cover. We can get in on some of these lines before they move.
Good point. Which SEC game do you want to talk about?
Well, let's start with the Vols. Tennessee, this opened 13.5 at home. It was down 12.5. A lot of money coming in on the Volunteers. What do you think about it?
Well, it's the big mover of the day. I think you referenced it a minute ago. It's 10.5 basically everywhere now. I see it 10 and actually 9.5 on ESPN Bet. So Arkansas getting some play. If the teams were nameless and I was looking at resumes, I would think it would have to be Arkansas. But how can Tennessee not be fired up for this game? You got the 2 worst defenses in the conference going at it today, and Tennessee's holding up the rest of the league in that department. So the over 68.5 has to be a serious consideration. The hot team going into the bye is the home team. The cold team, you got Arkansas regrouping with their week off, and you got Bobby Petrino taking over. It's a kitchen sink game, I'm sure, from them. They're going to throw everything possible at us. Tennessee 7.5 point favorite, maybe in the first half, might be worth a look. It could be a shootout, and anything could happen at the end. And a turnover here or there is going to make a 16-point game an 8-point game or something. So I can't pick the game, Russ. I would probably, if I was living in Ohio, I might be on Arkansas. But with all this money coming in on them, I don't know how Tennessee could not be fired up. They get the 2 interior linemen, right? Moy and Hobbs.
Yes.
You would think the defense would be coming out fired up. So, but Taylon Green, you got to keep an eye on him. He can run, he can throw. It's the secondary that's the big worry. So it's a stay away. And you've got Tennessee's got Bama next week. Arkansas has nothing to play for except try to win this game. So it's one I don't want to get involved in right now.
Haji making me a little nervous again. I feel like this is a recurring theme on these segments. Haji, we mentioned Bama, Mizzou, Oklahoma, Texas, Florida A&M, not to mention Georgia, Auburn, South Carolina, LSU. Any of those games, big SEC. This is by far the best SEC
crazy
weekend, top to bottom, that we've seen yet. Any of those jump out at you?
I've got the under on all of them. So you've got several ranked matchups, or at least Alabama, Missouri's ranked, Oklahoma, Texas almost, but there's Texas unranked and Oklahoma number 6, and Texas was favored. Now Oklahoma is a point favorite. So I think it's going to be low scoring, even if Mateer plays. If he's got a hurt hand on his throwing hand, I don't know what is the purpose of going out there. I know if he thinks he can play at 100%, he's going out there. I think Texas is going to be fired up on defense. They got nothing to play for now except this Red River shootout. So I actually played Texas on the money line, but sometime during the week, I don't know where it was bouncing around at the time, but it's just a makes no sense game. Oklahoma, number 6, 5-0, undefeated. Texas, 3-2, coming off a loss. Arch Manning's been a statue. I don't understand. Really, I'm surprised Oklahoma was not a field goal favorite before the week. So, actually, Texas, I think, was 8.5 or 9.5 in the summer until Texas went south on us. So, it's just more of a contrarian play that I'm going to stick with my Texas pick on that. The other games, I've got Auburn. You know, Georgia, their second road game, they should have lost their first one. We all know that. They're sitting there at number 10. They've got Ole Miss, number 4, Ole Miss, coming in next week. And, you know, they got kicked around pretty hard by Ole Miss in Oxford last week. Kirby does like to perform well against his rivals, which Auburn is obviously one. You referred to it there. But Jackson Arnold's been sacked 22 times in 5 games. That's 135th out of 136 teams. But Georgia only has 4 sacks in their 4 FBS games, and that's 115th, so they're not getting any pressure. So the key is obviously if Jackson Arnold has time to he can be more dancing laterally. He doesn't look to get out of the pocket and run quick enough. So if he can stay clean, they'll certainly have a chance to win. It'll be a huge atmosphere. I think I've told you before that Auburn's atmosphere is as good as anybody's in the country, and it'll be another night game. I can't wait to watch that one. There's so many good games, but I'll be fired up for that one. But I've got Auburn plus the 3.5.
We talked about this a little bit, Haji. Obviously, we've got to focus on this Arkansas game this weekend, fan, but the Alabama line came out for next week, at least what we're seeing, and at least with some books, it was -9.5. Getting a little provisional, getting a little ahead of ourselves, but how are you feeling about that?
It always worries me when I see a number that big because it's probably right. You remember last year, I believe we played Georgia after that Ole Miss game, and Georgia was still an 8.5-point favorite, and we were ranked ahead of them, I think, and it just didn't make sense that Georgia would be that favorite as bad as they looked. And, of course, Carson Beck had his game of the year against us. So it's worrisome a little bit. I wonder what it'll probably come down. If Tennessee holds serve, which they should and probably will, Alabama's not done yet, no, this weekend. They've got a game this weekend, just like you mentioning Tennessee. I wonder where their thoughts are. They right it or wrong, they bounced back and beat Georgia, and Georgia ended their home winning streak. Then they came back the next week and followed that up with their big revenge game from last year. They had to give it all they had to get the cover because Vanderbilt turned it over twice in the red zone. So it was a hard-fought win for Alabama, and they've got Tennessee next week. So Missouri's just kind of in the way. But Ahmad Hardy for Missouri, he's leading the nation in rushing with 730 yards. He's got 9 touchdowns. He can shorten the game if he gets it rolling. Bama's only 70th against the rush. And Bo Pribula he's completing 76% of his passes, only 3 interceptions to go with 9 touchdowns. Jam Miller came back, right, for Georgia. He was effective last week against Vandy. I think he rushed for 136. But Missouri has the number 1 defense against the rush. So if you're looking at it on paper, again, if you took the names off the jerseys or the helmets or whatever, Missouri would probably be at least a 6-point favorite. So obviously, Bama always being one of the most bet teams, and they are this week. Actually, they're the most bet team this week. Is going to move that line a little bit. So I give Missouri certainly a chance to win this game tomorrow.
Hey, Haji, before we let you run here, Westchester's down here on location with us at Trailhead. I can read that. You're going to have to ask him that. I don't know what he wants me to ask him.
Well, it's LSU hosting South Carolina. What's that? Carolina. Okay, that's fair. Set minus 7.5. Total is 44.5. He wanted to know your thoughts on that, and also
it's pretty much 9.5 and 9 everywhere now. LSU's getting 81% of the tickets, but only 63% of the money, so that's a little bit favorable to South Carolina, but still LSU getting a lot of those, a lot of the money. So that's one I was going to wait on till tomorrow night to see what that number does. But it's right now, I'd say it's a South Carolina lean. I wouldn't have said that earlier in the week.
And then the second one was A&M with Gators. He's got minus.
That's A&M?
Yeah.
I see cut.
Colt.
Colt.
I Gators, so that's when I like A&M. But he had minus 7.5. Total 47.5. So Westchester's wanting your thoughts on.
That's another one I'll take the under on. Texas A&M's been dominant. Florida, they were a top 25 defense last week and probably moved up a little bit. I hadn't looked at that. But I've been beating the drum pretty hard for A&M this year. And Florida, that was an emotional win last week against Texas. And it's going to be hard to get back up. DJ Lagway, in their 2 road games, they're 0-2, and he was rattled. He threw 5 picks against LSU, and he didn't play very good against Miami. And obviously LSU has a nice home field advantage. A&M clearly does as well. So I think DJ is going to struggle. He did get his freshman sensation receiver back last week, Dallas Wilson. I don't know if he was in I lost it. The Tom Hanks movie, war movie. Anyway, Dallas from
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, they need him. They're going to need him. Lagway needs him to hang in there. But I'm gonna go with this hook. It won't go away. 7.5. It won't come off that number. And people remember what they saw last. Florida getting 70% of the money. They don't believe in A&M. I'm going to stick with A&M and go ahead and lay that extra 0.5 point with A&M.
All right, there you have it. Haji, we appreciate it. You got the Cover Boys coming our way tonight, 8 p.m. here on Fan Run Radio. Everybody be sure to tune in, write them down, and get your picks in and enjoy the winners. Huge weekend starting actually tonight. So very much looking forward to it. Thank you, Haji.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys. Enjoy the weekend.
The Sheik making his presence felt. I hope that was informative for everyone.
I like the Westchester's naming of the teams.
Yeah. I don't think that's how you spell Gators.
It's not how you spell Gators, but
Yeah.
The intent was clear, and then Colt for A&M. I love it.
Quick timeout. Final segment of the drive coming up. We got to draw the winners for the tailgate passes, for the tailgate chair, and anything else that we're giving away. We're giving so much away. We're going to do that when we continue the drive coming up. The shocking conclusion. Speak now, forever hold your peace. 865-966-3435. Your number to call or text. Back to wrap things up right after this.
The Drive. Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life. Days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
Is that old tree in your yard starting to lean a little too much? Branches hanging over your roof? Don't wait until it's too late. Call ECR Total Landscapes today. At ECR Total Landscapes, we specialize in safe, professional tree removal, trimming, and storm damage cleanup. So if you've got trees that need to go, now is the time to give us a call. Plus, we're offering free stump grinding now through the end of the year when you use or mention promo code FANRUN. That's right, free stump grinding for FanRun Radio listeners. At ECR Total Landscapes, we live up to our name by offering total landscape services. In addition to tree cutting, we also offer a wide range of landscape installation services and custom monthly maintenance packages that create stunning outdoor spaces tailored to your vision. Give us a call today to schedule a free estimate at 865-384-2012 or just visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Whether it's a routine cleaning, whitening for that big event, or fixing a nagging toothache, our gentle team is here for you. With flexible hours, family-friendly care, and the latest technology, Knoxville Smiles makes every visit stress-free. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Call Knoxville Smiles today at 865-539-1776 or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Hey, football fans, this is Stats.
And this is the Sheik. And together we are the Cover Boys, and we cover college football like no one else.
Each week, we preview all the big games in college football, and we may not tell you who's going to win, but we'll tell you who's going to cover.
Our patented right sides are clicking at 66% against the spread all time.
So join us right here every Friday evening at 8 for the Cover Boys on the official voice of Tennessee fans, Fan Run Radio.
And enjoy the winners, everyone.
Wrapping up another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith and Baskerville live today at Trailhead Beer Market, presented by our friends at Garage Beer. And before we draw a winner for all these fabulous gifts and prizes, we got to get the final picks in for today. I've got Tennessee 42-8 in a barn burner. Bob, what's your score?
Well, I had Tennessee with 42. I'm saying Tennessee 42, Arkansas 24.
All right. You have a much easier game on the stress level than I do. That would be.
I believe it.
I hope you're right. Bear, what do you got?
38-31 Tennessee.
Another one-score game.
Mm-hmm.
Walker Smith picks Tennessee 54-26.
Oh.
Walker calling for the beatdown. We'll see. You can give us your score prediction on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/The Drive with Russell Smith and give us your score prediction there. Closest prediction going to win gift cards from Crown Cleaners and the Pizza Kitchen. So get your score in before kickoff tomorrow. All right, Bob, the time has come. Let's dig deep here and pick us a winner.
Yes.
I'll let you do the honors.
All right. What's this for? We have two.
We've got this is one winner to win it all. This winner is going to get a passes to the Tailgating for a Cure tailgate at Circle Park that we discussed earlier with Matt. And then they're also going to get a garage beer prize pack. This tailgate chair, T-shirt, koozies, glasses, hats,
So
all kinds of stuff.
All in one. All right. Shake it up one more time.
All right. And by the way, everybody who's in here is registered for the box that's going to be given away 3 weeks from now.
All right.
Don't let us down, Bob.
Well,
the end of the show depends on you.
Got it.
And the winner is
Dylan Harrison.
Dylan Harrison. Congratulations. You're a winner. I think that might have been the first person who got here.
Yeah.
His name was Dylan.
Yep.
Dylan and Amber. They left earlier, so we'll text them. They're in town for the game. So congratulations. I think that's who it is.
I think you're
right. It could be another Dylan. Congratulations to Dylan Harrison, our winner, for all these fabulous gifts and prizes. And a big thanks to Garage Beer for putting us up here at one of our favorite spots. And everybody be sure to swing by Trailhead here and pick up some Garage Beer. Don't forget to hit the QR code to get your $4 rebate. $4 back, you can go buy another beer here at Trailhead. Well, Bob, I think we've got this thing just about wrapped up. Thanks to Trailhead again for having us out here this afternoon.
Yeah, this is my maiden voyage here, man, and I am so impressed. I've always heard great things, and I just love everything about the vibe. And, how can it go wrong when you got a lot of people going into a game weekend? Weather's perfect.
Yep.
Got dogs around here. I love it. Love it.
Band is getting ready to fire up as soon as we're done here.
Yeah, and I'm seeing that big old bass.
Yeah, we got a standing bass over there. Yeah.
I just might want to stay to watch some of that.
Yeah,
I love watching a good bass player.
Well, who's your favorite bass player of all time, real quick?
Of that kind of bass?
Any bass.
Wow.
You look like a John Entwistle.
Now, you know who I loved? Why I just loved watching him play was, I'm not kidding, was Gene Simmons. I'm not kidding, man.
I heard he got in trouble. Did he get arrested for something this week?
Possibly. I don't know. He's not. He's not. He's one of those that I got a chance to meet him.
Is he a jerk?
He's a jerk.
That
I met him on a couple of occasions.
Yeah.
Like a big time jerk. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I loved him on the bass. And then I'm trying to think of who's the Foo Fighters bass player? Pat. I want to say Pat.
Pat Smear is the guitar player.
Yeah, I thought he was bass.
No, he plays guitar. I'm not sure who their bass player is. Big Les Claypool from
Primus. Yeah,
Primus guy.
I like Primus. My name is Mud.
Classic.
Yes.
Off the Pork Soda album, if I remember correctly.
Right.
Bear, do you have a
Mendel, boys?
Who?
Nate Mendel is a Foo Fighters bass player.
Nate Mendel. All right.
Yeah.
Very good. We're going to get out of here now. Appreciate everybody for coming out to see us here this afternoon at Trailhead Beer Market. They're on Island Home Avenue. If you ever want to come out and see it, we're going to go and hit up this El Gato Peligroso food truck and have some more garage beer before we get out. For Bear and Bob, I'm Russell Smith. Fox Sports programming coming up. Don't forget the Cover Boys at 8 p.m. and the high school show as well right after that. Fan Run Radio. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you Monday here on The Drive.